We're going to start a couple minutes early here because we can.
All right, I'm going to blow my nostril.
On it.
Well, we'll just kind of let
No,
that
it's a
keep going for a
teeny
minute.
tiny
And
That's
then
like
we'll
a
be
dick
at that
butt.
in a second.
So
Why are you drawing a dick butt?
Using the cable or whatever?
Why not?
Why? Yeah. Well, I mean,
Veiny dick butt.
Veiny dick butt?
hairy
It's a
veiny
dick butt, but veiny.
So Miles, did you end up needing
Beautiful.
like that cable or not, or what? Like because you had like texted me
Hey
like
man, this isn't
a half
bad.
ago or something about a cable.
I remember
Oh,
I
let me
used
try
to
it.
drink
I just
that
wanna try it.
all the
I didn't end up
time.
needing it. Well,
What,
it
the
was,
sunset wheat?
Peter used to go ape
My
shit
brother
for that.
had a big old video card.
I was like, Fruity Pebbles.
The whole
Yeah.
CPU
No, it's
fell
only
over
Fruity
and it
Pebbles.
wouldn't work. And he
That's
had
all
my
I
my
mom
need.
over and
favorite.
trying to fix
Just
it,
Fruity
so
Pebbles.
again,
Like you
I
could
was
put
kinda
this in a
looking at
bowl
if I could find the power cord
and
that
just
was
eat it with a
video
spoon,
card.
man.
I'd
Yep.
rather
And it
have
was the
fruity
exact same
pebbles.
scenario as what
Yeah, but you wouldn't know the difference.
You wouldn't, because that's what it tastes like. It's Fruity Pebbles.
I'm not sure
Just the
you've ever
texture,
actually
that's
been
all.
using your video card.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just throw some like
I would've thought.
chunks
That
in
was,
there.
that
You'll be
was not
fine.
the case.
Some chunky chunks.
You just already
I
fiddled
can't
and
find
had
it
the
because it's a
cord in there.
masterpiece.
Wow, that's a little.
Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense.
Welcome to episode 178 of the Department of Defense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlos.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I guess Miles is here, bald motherfucker.
I have a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
We'll kick your ass.
And Jen.
Hey.
And Pete.
Oh, hey.
And Matt.
Hey.
And Rick,
Yay.
always late and never on time,
waiting
is
for
here.
No pizza in your hand either.
Yeah, and there's no pizza here,
No, it's
man.
not here yet.
I told you I
Good
wasn't going
time
to be
to
here
order
by
some
I
pizza.
showtime.
know, I fucked up and you were right, but I had to get pizza.
I just like those words. You were right.
Sometimes you gotta.
The sweet.
All right. This is also our 4th anniversary show. 4 years, almost, well, not quite. It was November 2nd was our first show, but close enough.
I think we have to like be celebrating something on the show every week so we get a good turnout. Because look at all the people.
I
here.
know, right? We have 7 people in the studio.
It's our 4-year and 1
Actually,
week
well,
next
I'm
week.
not sure if that's just the amount of beers that are on the table, like made the turnout, or if it was actually, us being 4 years
How
old.
long do you have to wait before people forget what the actual anniversary is, and you can just do the anniversary again? Like, is it like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before we all forget?
Yeah, they'll forget by
Yeah,
then.
no, you can do it once a month, man.
Yeah.
It's our monthly versary.
Depends on how much everybody drinks.
Yes. Then we can just do it every week if everyone gets super drunk. All right. Before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our patrons, specifically our Zach Belt patron, Zach Zablosky. If you'd like to be as cool as Zach, head on over to blindninjastudios.com and click on the patron link at the bottom of our homepage, or go to patreon.com/blindninjastudios and become a patron. Yes, Miles, you became a patron. You'd stop waving your goddamn hand and jumping up and down. That's right. You get insulted personally if you're a patron. All right. Yes. So, Miles, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I totally participated in this event yesterday. It was the Gaming for Kids event foundation fundraiser thing.
Oh, it's called Extra Life. I'm glad
That's
that
the
you
one.
know that. You participated in it for let's see, you guys petered out about 4 hours too early, so 21 hours.
21
You
hours.
pansies.
Hey, shaved my head for those kids.
I think you just wanted to shave your goddamn head.
No, someone actually donated $100 and demanded.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, but what happened here? Like your mustache melted.
Well, Eric just decided to, and so I just followed suit.
Now
I
you
figured,
just
why
have
the heck
it.
not?
Now you're stuck with a trucker stash.
Yeah, my wife.
You
is not a big
gonna
fan.
go Smokey and the Bandit all over this shit?
No. No.
So what else have you been up to? It's been a while since you've been on. I believe, have you been on since you got hitched?
Yes.
Okay.
You
all
picked
right.
on me once or twice, I think.
All right. I'm not. It's been
It
a
has
lot of
been a while.
episodes. So
Um, just a lot of overtime.
Okay.
I think there's been overtime every week since I've been back.
Okay, awesome.
And the department I work in apparently imploded as soon as I left, and so I've been helping to pick up the pieces ever since.
All right,
That's been me.
very cool. Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
I have been up to nothing exciting at all.
That
Absolutely
actually
nothing.
sounds about right.
It sounded like you were gonna say something exciting.
D3.
Like I was on the edge of my seat, like throughout that entire
The whole
sentence.
time.
Yeah. But yeah, just nothing really exciting.
Okay.
At all.
Just absolutely nothing.
No.
Standard
Like
Carlos.
usually he has like a new game or a book
That's
that he's
true.
read. Like,
He's
are
got
you
not
feeling
shit
okay?
this week.
I just didn't really get a whole lot accomplished this week.
Hey, everyone
Guys, I think
has
he's on
those
drugs.
Carlos is taking drugs. Did you have an alcohol?
Did you?
How many marijuanas?
How many marijuanas are you snorting a day?
Injecting.
Oh, that's right. You
That's
inject the
right.
marijuanas. I'm sorry. I've never done drugs.
After you juice them. You put it in a blender and you juice the.
Oh, so
marijuana
you have to
Gotta juice it.
get
Get all the juices out of it.
Juicing marijuana.
challenge.
I like the
accepted.
puree method.
Gives it that nice grassy flavor.
Yeah. Well, like making your own personal vegetable flavored juice. So like you gotta toss in a little something extra.
Just a little.
V8 doesn't take that extra step.
No, they don't. You have to add your own marijuana to the V8. What are you trying to do?
Never mind, doesn't matter.
Just grab a
Making
keg.
a table.
No, it's fine. I got a floor. Don't worry about it.
Put it on that, dude.
Matt solved it.
It wasn't. He flipped a bucket upside down.
Good job, Matt.
You
Thanks.
couldn't get the bucket undone.
You're my pal. Sorry.
Which you
Oh,
can see on our live stream.
Right, and just be wary of chewing sounds in these
A minute
microphones.
from
They
now.
pick up
I'm
a
not
lot.
gonna chew it. I'm gonna
Okay.
get back if I need to chew.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, that was a very exciting week,
Yeah.
Carlos.
said you were going to lean back.
Shut up.
You're trying to frame me over here.
Jen, what have you been up to since the last time you've been on?
Oh, I don't remember when this time I was on.
We opened up some
does.
pumpkin, whatever that pumpkin beer was. Gross.
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin propaganda.
Yeah.
It was gross.
And but the other
There's
one was
the
really
Jack
good. The
the
sneak
Ripper
attack was really
episode.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a
I
Jack.
just listened to all
Okay.
of them. So
That's right.
I haven't been up to that much. I've been working and trying to convince my husband to let me adopt a kitten.
Why the fuck would you want a cat?
You shut the fuck up.
kitties are
I'm
adorable.
still working on him, okay?
Pete, I'm on your side. Cats
I can't
suck.
get over the litter
Peter
box.
Kitties
likes
are
cats.
adorable, though.
I
They're
do.
adorable.
I don't-
A cat would be sweet, but I don't know. man.
Like a
See, I'm
cat.
still
Well, then wait.
working.
Where's the problem here?
It's no,
Matt,
it's fine.
He's already
because-
on your side.
A
No,
cat takes care of itself.
No, he
I
hasn't
don't want a litter
said
box.
yes
The litter box
yet.
You have
messes me
to-
out.
But it's fine because the kittens are not ready to actually be adopted out to their homes yet, so I have time.
How much time do you have? How many days do we have to corrupt Pete?
Until
You
she
shut
gets-
up, I'm not telling you. Peter likes cats.
I think she
We can
has-
fix that.
I think she has until she
Kitties
just
are
brings it home
super
anyways.
adorable, though. Like,
Yeah, but
there's nothing
cats are
wrong-
assholes, and they
Nothing
make
wrong
me
with
No,
Kitty.
sneeze.
no, I've already picked out
That's
the
why I
kitten.
like cats. They're like me. I can relate.
I've already picked out the kitten that I want. It's because he's the laziest one. All he does is sleep. He's already litter box trained.
But you already have Pete.
Yeah, no.
Peter's
right.
not litter box
I can
trained.
share and I have to share
This
the couch.
cat's better than Pete.
It's gonna make me look bad.
We get to the root of the problem.
Just help me out here, guys.
So much cheaper than therapy.
So
Yep.
besides the cat problems, you guys anything else going on?
Not much.
No. All right.
Kind of
I'm sick.
boring.
All right.
Being sick is great.
Pete, how was LA?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
went
you
to
went-
the
you sent me a lot of Snapchats.
yeah,
Yeah.
LA, yeah. League of Legends Worlds Championship. Delio went to that.
So you get a bunch of free loot.
Yeah, any swag?
Yeah, we got some swag. I got a sweatshirt that I wore like 4 times.
Every single
that
day
week.
this week.
No, there was one day I didn't. She wasn't paying attention. No, it was good. It's LA is crazy. You have to like Uber everywhere because like half the cars are Ubers. Yeah. I don't know how people live there, drive there. It's just-
I feel like I would hate LA.
I don't think I could live there. I think visiting would be fun.
Yeah. I got mochi, except it was gelato mochi. I didn't realize
What's the difference?
until after. Well, one's
What- I
gelato and one's
Well, I
with
guess.
What's a mochi?
different ice cream.
Mochi
Oh,
balls.
it's like it's a ball of ice cream with like a rice flour around it.
yeah, rice dough.
It's
Ooh.
like
It's really good.
Wow.
It's like a donut hole but made out of ice cream.
Oh, that does sound
Yeah.
nice.
That is
Except it's more
surprisingly
like
accurate.
doughy and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very.
Well, I was trying to explain it to Rick, who stabbed like fucking sushi with a thing and called it a haystack. Like-
No, well, it tastes like hay.
basically it's made by you put a bunch of rice in like a mortar. Is that what it is? The mortar? where
It's
you-
like a big
Yeah.
mortar.
yeah.
Pestle
They put it
mortar.
in a giant mortar. Then you have these big giant mallets, and you bash the shit out of the rice until it turns into.
Sounds
this
fun as
mochi.
all
shit.
day.
Yep,
It's like gelatin consistency kind of.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're really good.
They make all the glutens like long chain, so it's like a polymer.
Tight.
Yeah.
More
One
food
of the
should be made
shows
by
I will
Joe.
go
fuck,
to
dude.
Trader Joe's and I will bring mochi for the show.
All right, we're gonna have a mochi tasting. Or we're just gonna put Rick out in the backyard with like some instant rice and a hammer.
Let's see if Rick can make mochi by the time the show's over.
Fuck it.
We'll be
I'll
eating
give her
the
a go.
pre-made mochi, and he'll be out there. Like,
Sorry,
oh, by the way,
Rick.
we don't need that.
Sorry, Rick,
It's already
we're
got
full.
shit.
I'll give it a go. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I
but
don't
I'll
think
try
minute
it.
rice will work, but yeah, we'll try it.
I'll smash some fucking rice. You guys want me to smash rice? I'll smash some fucking rice right now. I don't give a fuck.
Rice smashing.
So the mochi was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got street tacos. Some neighborhood. I thought I was gonna get shot.
That's where you find
Just
street tacos.
Two dudes on the street just like flipping tortillas around.
Were the tacos good?
Wait,
they
like
were
were the
good. I gotta-
tortillas on the street?
You mean not like on the?
They were cooking them on the blacktop.
I was like, it's that hot there?
It's pretty warm.
Yeah, even at night. You know, it was good.
Awesome. How was the Steve-O show?
Oh, yeah, Matt and I saw Steve-O.
That was fun. That was cool.
He's cool as
That
fuck.
I was jealous of that. That seemed like it would
Yeah,
be really
I wanted
cool.
to go to that.
Yeah, he talked about his cocaine field times with Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton. And I'm trying to remember the other two that he threw under the bus. I can't remember. But talked about being in rehab with Mike Tyson. And
Did they write poetry together?
no, they talked about because what it was the Charlie Sheen roast when he ran into Mike Tyson's fist. They were trying
Oh.
to plan that whole thing out. Yeah, so he was talking about breaking his nose doing that. Yeah. Stapling his ball sack to his legs. Talked about that a few times.
Oh yeah.
Swallowing a condom full of marijuana in Sweden and getting arrested.
After pooping it out.
After pooping it out finally, yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
it's hilarious.
I wish I would have gone. This sounds awesome.
And then I got his memoir and he signed it. We got a picture with him. So yeah, I'll see what kind of stories are in that
The
thing.
Steve-O memoir.
Yeah.
It's just so weird that he has a book.
That he's if anyone deserves a book, it's Steve.
Yeah, but I didn't think he could read.
He probably didn't
Yeah,
write
he
it
just
himself.
he spoke and somebody just typed it out.
Yeah, probably.
He dictated that fucker.
Was he in the last Jackass movie? What was it,
Dictated
Bad
that
Grandpa
route.
or whatever?
Oh no, he was just the
Yeah.
Jackass 3D he was in.
Wasn't Bad Grandpa like a Jackass movie? I thought.
I think it was just from the creators of
oh,
Jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny
no,
Knoxville
it
was
didn't.
in it.
Yeah, it wasn't all of them.
It was
Yeah.
just like Johnny Knoxville, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It wasn't.
He
very
still
good
has a
either.
career
I didn't
somehow,
like it.
Yeah.
Against all odds.
right? It's just some people just never say
Some
die.
people just don't die from the drugs.
He definitely did not age very well. If you look at a picture of him now, he looks pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Who?
rough.
Johnny Knoxville
Oh.
looks
yeah.
pretty haggard.
He's done a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of
actually,
the guys
no.
from Jackass aged that well.
And Bam Margera
Bam
just
just-
put on a huge.
Bam looks-
He put on a lot of weight.
He looks real bad.
Well, Ryan Dunn died, so basically his best friend died.
Mhm.
Yeah, he went in the shithole.
Went into the shit.
I actually think Steve-O looks pretty good after
Yeah, he
he got
does.
off all the drugs.
Yeah,
Like,
Like once he cleaned
Yeah.
up.
yeah, once you like see him, you see like the first Jackass movies. and then you see him now, you're like, okay, yeah, he was really fucked up. He looks way better.
Steve Benjamin buttoned when he got off drugs.
I like the one because in the movie he goes in a big porta potty and they bungee jump him up or whatever. So he's like, I was really scared of getting it in my orifices, so I plugged my ears, plugged my nose, put goggles on and everything, and I forgot to keep my mouth closed and screamed the whole way, and there was shit all in my mouth. He said the worst part about it was being sober because he couldn't like forget about it. So.
Yeah, 'cause that was the first Jackass movie he wasn't like high
He
on
wasn't
coke
fucked,
and
right?
drunk
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
Your fears come out a lot more.
Cocaine.
Oh yeah, then he brought up my headphones went out there for a second. The whole reason basically he's on tour is to try and pay off his debt to the city of LA for his last stunt he did.
What was his last stunt?
He watched Blackfish, that documentary about with Shamu, and basically climbed up a skyscraper and let off a bunch of fireworks, and everybody thought he was going to commit suicide. No, he's just
With a giant or with a blow up
yeah,
whale.
Yeah, with a blow up whale.
He's got really into Blackfish.
It said something about the funny part is you can't even see the whale from the ground anyway, so it's kind of like. And they had a helicopter out there. So what? He said like $80,000 to the city of LA.
Yeah. So,
He was supposed to go to jail for 30 days, and they let him out in like 5 or something.
Jesus Christ.
And here's a bill.
That guy's got a weird life.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So what have you been up to, Matt?
That's about it, really.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just said it.
I got a cold now too.
Dang it. Sorry about that.
Sorry about
If
that.
I get sick, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm
Dude,
gonna
me
be
too.
Just stay home
pissed.
from
It's
work.
difficult to talk about what you've been doing when you are following up a story about Steve-O.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Oh,
yeah.
I've been doing nothing.
It's been a
because-
pretty quiet week besides that.
comparatively not shit.
I went and saw The Accountant. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
really
Ben
like
Affleck
that
movie.
movie.
That was good. Yeah, I
It's
enjoyed it.
freaking awesome.
That's about it.
All right. Rick, what
I
have you been up
literally
to?
haven't done shit, dude. I've been trying to sell my house, like working.
Yeah.
Finn, like,
That's it. All
yep.
right.
Let's
that's it.
move on because
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
That's fine, man. That's fine. Let's see. Today I went to go see Doctor Strange with Carlos. I highly recommend going to see it, even if you don't like superhero movies. It doesn't feel like a superhero movie.
Yeah.
It's more like occult weirdness kind
Yeah,
of.
it was really good. Like, I was really surprised actually. Like, I was expecting it to be fun, but
It didn't feel like a 2-hour film at
Yeah.
all. Like it flew by. The pacing is amazing.
and that final
the
fight
effects are
is
great.
just fantastic.
If you
Like,
have the option to see it in 3D, I would recommend it. We didn't because the Hudson Theater is under like renovation right now because they're putting in the reclining seats.
Oh, shit.
yeah,
Oh damn,
that looks good.
Right?
that's gonna get,
Hey man, if they start
Oh,
serving
yeah.
beer there, I'm happy.
dude. Yes.
Or you'll get on Twitter and complain and get free shit.
Hey, yeah, I will.
My reclining seat didn't recline.
I didn't mind. I like the reclining seats there, but also I don't like the fact that you basically took out half of your audience there. Like you can
Yeah.
only fit a finite amount in there, and you basically
Well, they're
split
not.
that in half.
Well, and they're not doing it with all of their theaters. I think they're only doing it with 3 or 4 of them.
The Ultra Screen seems so much smaller now that you can only fit that many people.
Yeah.
Whereas you went in there before those seats, and it was like seats for miles.
But the Ultra Screen is also better now because you can order a pizza and a beer, and they'll bring it to you during the film.
That's the best.
Which is it was great during The Hobbit.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a 3-hour slog,
Ooh, buddy. Yeah.
Ugh, fuck
and
that.
I
I
needed
wouldn't-
food.
The
That's a
food
little-
part I don't
that's a
mind,
bit of
but
a
the
journey.
beer I wouldn't do beer just
Hobbit
because
ale.
I'd have to pee then.
I only
That's
saw the,
true.
I only ever
Now
saw
you
the
just refill
first
the
two
cup.
parts.
Yeah, right.
It's right back in the cup.
Put a piss jug
Give
on.
it back to him when you're done.
Well, but the problem with I have one problem with some of the reclining seats is they put the button on the inside of the seat
Yeah.
instead of the outside.
Yeah.
And
what's
so-
that about?
Well, and so we were at an AMC watching the D&D game, and like I was sitting next to Jake, and every once in a while you would just hear, "Fuck."
Yeah, put them on like right on the front of the armrest there.
As the seat goes up or down in an unintentional. And you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
That's a drawback.
the most comfortable position of that thing is the position that your
That
butt's
you're
gonna be
like where
touching
it butts
that.
right up against it.
Fuckers.
Let's see. Then I ran tech for the Extra Life live stream last night.
Mad props to
And-
you, by the way.
Thanks, man. That was fun, but that means I've gotten a total of like 6 hours sleep this weekend. Which is pretty great. Pretty great. I'm running on caffeine and booze right now. Well, I took a break in the middle of the live stream yesterday to just make a quick run out to 45th parallel and taste a bunch of booze.
Yeah, that was a good time. I forgot I did that yesterday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, that was a really good tour.
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
the guy shut down my question like just immediately.
What
I'm
question?
sad about that. Well, I was like, wanted to know like about their fermentation temperatures that they use for the mash, and I was like, well, do you have to control the fermentation or do you not care because yeast fluctuation and stuff, all that's going to be lost once you distill, and so I was just curious, and he's like, yep, and then just walked on.
What the?
Apparently,
But I
He's like
asked the thing.
You know what? That wasn't question time. Okay, you asked at the wrong time.
You asked the wrong fucking question.
I asked the wrong fucking
That guy
question.
didn't fucking know.
He is above brewing. Okay. Fuck brewing.
You know, we had the serious talk when we got to the tasting portion. He's like, "This is not a beer tasting. This is not a wine tasting. This is booze."
Yeah, it's like don't die on the way home.
But yeah, no, we tasted a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, their vodka is really good.
Their vodka, they had like a cream,
Sweet.
like a
Like-
cream ale.
Yeah, it was
Like it
really
was
good.
Cream
real
soda
good.
for adults.
Yeah, it was damn good. And I never thought I'd say that about vodka.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of. I think their stuff is pretty impressive. Like, you just think of this little distillery in New Richmond, like, oh, well, how good is their stuff gonna be? You know, so
Porter
it's,
bourbon outsells all the bourbons. at
Dude,
Emma's.
the the
Yeah.
wheat whiskey, fucking
that's-
amazing.
Their
I know, I want
bourbon-
to try that.
their bourbon is really good too.
Their
Yeah.
bourbon, their gin's pretty good.
The lemon.
Yeah, their
I'm
gin.
not a
gin's
gin
solid.
I
person.
like their
But yeah, the
reference.
limoncello and orange.
Oh man,
I've still
Remember
never
their-
had anything from 45th Parallel.
They
I
had
really
they're
need
the ones
to.
that had that Navy strength stuff, right? The
No,
no,
Bent Brew
that's bent.
Distillery.
That's bent.
right?
Yep. Yeah, they have Ghost Gunner gin, which
Alright,
is really good.
45th,
I need to get
There,
another
there was
bottle
for
of
the
that.
guys.
That's
that
the
came
guy
here.
who came here with his son,
Yeah, that was.
and that was a real awkward episode.
yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of fun to have you on. Paul, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul. It was a lot of fun to have you on. But leave your kid at home next time, please.
Why?
That's weird.
Let's just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
just leave it at that, man.
right.
Like when we were trying
It
to
was a little
police our
weird.
language a little bit, like
Why? I hate people who bring their children everywhere.
I mean, he was like
not bring your
16.
child.
I know, it was
We
fun.
have a quote in the quote game that relates to this.
Yeah. So what? I feel like there was something else that was going on, but I can't remember. I don't know. We played D&D. We got some more D&D coming out, like always. But I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, we're going to a bourbon tasting next weekend, so that
Yeah.
should be fun. Be able to report on that.
Yeah, well,
Is it the Casanova one?
Yeah.
if we remember any of it, we'll.
If we
report.
remember any of it, it could be a problem.
I got invited to it, but I'm working that day, so I'm gonna pick you guys up.
Me
Thanks, man.
too.
You're the best.
Are you going to be pouring at
That's
it?
the real
No, I
champion.
have to work.
Oh, you have to work.
Work.
Not like beer fest work.
No, not like fun work.
That's right.
yeah.
I wasn't going to do it.
Other than that, that's about it. I think we should probably start this beer tasting, otherwise we won't finish tonight.
Yeah. we need to
So because it's our 4th anniversary, we always like to go just a little wild on the beer tasting. We may have gone a little overboard, but we have 6 different beers that we're going to try this evening, and then we're all going to spin in circles and see who can walk the straightest.
And
I
then
mean-
we're going to play a quote game.
Well, we're not going to do the spinning part, but
Sounds good.
I'll give her a fucking
all right. So the first beer that we're gonna pass around here is a beer from Pitchfork, everyone's favorite brewery, at least in this room. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of Pitchfork fans in this room.
Casey's favorite.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Shout out Mike.
Mike,
Hey, what up, Mike and Mike?
Mike,
Mike and Mike.
and Jeff. Don't forget about Jeff.
Jeff, too. Mike, and
Sarah
Jeff.
too. Everybody.
That one's
It's not
Mr.
time
X.
for that
He
yet.
labeled
What
it
is
wrong.
it?
on
Info
his
bias.
survey.
That one's mislabeled.
Damn it.
Want to look at it.
All right. So this is Mike's Schwartz beer. This is the last of the Schwartz beer. I got the one of the last growlers of it, and I was a really big fan of this beer. When I think they released it the week of the Fall Fest, and it
You
went
know what?
pretty quick.
I think I got to try this.
Yes, very good.
It's good
It's
sports beer.
it's a lager. So you're gonna get that like, nice clean lager flavor, but it also has like just a bit of that like roast malt, kind of like a porter. So it scratches that porter itch, but you can drink a lot of it.
I think the Schwartz is strong with this one.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
This is weird. I did this exact same thing this afternoon at Oliphant.
I only have a little.
Beer tasting?
We did all 12 of them or whatever. About the 12 flight to try. And
Do they have
find
Go
one for-
Bias?
Yeah, they could. We couldn't buy that one for the bar though.
God, it's so good.
They
I don't know how Go Bias would do on it,
I
Emmons.
think it'd do fine.
Oh, I'd go.
Well, I
there
mean,
all
I know
the
you
time
would-
then, instead of every once.
So
in a
we
while.
ended up getting the Mothra versus Mothra. Otherwise, we could have got the double IPA or the Belgian, which we both kind of liked, but I
Their
don't think would
names are
do
great.
very well.
That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Why would Mothra?
They're going
Mothra?
they're going to Minnesota.
Who?
Oliphant.
Family
Yeah.
Feud.
And yep, and so is Pitchfork.
It's himself.
Self-distributing over the border.
It's distributing
Very
there.
personal.
I thought you meant moving.
No. Their beers are going to
And then you
Minnesota.
said Pitchfork, and I was like,
We should go to the Beer Dabbler this year. Oliphant said
Oh
they're
yeah,
gonna
that'd be
there.
fun.
The winter one.
Isn't that the one where
Have
you
any
guys
of
is
you ever been to a beer dabbler?
wait, oh you guys went
No,
and that was just
they're
standing in
stupid.
lines. Yeah.
Well, it was fucking freezing cold.
But it was freezing
like
cold,
the beer is freezing.
and literally, if you don't get there at least an hour before they open the gates, you are not getting any beer.
Oh,
Or you
wow.
will get beer, but the only beer you're gonna get is like
The ones that nobody wants.
nobody wants, nobody cares about. If you think, oh shit, they have Goose Island, man, this is gonna be so cool, forget it, you ain't fucking getting it.
Who says, "Oh shit, they have Goose Island. This is gonna
I'm
be
just
so cool."
saying.
Well, that's the point. You can.
Well, if they were talking about Bourbon County,
insert
Yeah.
whatever brewery you want.
Yeah, insert
No, I
something.
mean that was just a really weird example.
It was the first one. They were the first ones to run out of beer, and that's the other thing. It's like all the breweries that come like bring like this. It's like they don't prepare,
Yeah.
and they bring enough beer for maybe half of the tickets that got sold. So you're like waiting in line. They're like, oh, sorry, we sold. We have all 4 beers are gone. We only have this one left.
Is
and
it
it's
a
one that
is it
nobody
a
even
free
wants.
pour or is it a ticket pour where you have to give them a ticket?
No,
every
it's
pour?
like
It's
the
just free pour.
Casanova
Okay.
one.
Open
Like
pour.
you just
Yeah.
bring your tasting cup up and they pour it.
Okay.
But it's like none of them when we went prepared and brought maybe enough beer for half the people that were there. And there would be huge long lines and it was taking them forever to pour these
Sounds like a shittily run
tiny
event.
little
That's
Well, it's just
samples.
'cause
Well,
it was
also you,
like
have, you
20
probably have a
below.
lot of people like Casey asking a lot of serious questions,
Everybody was there for the
Yes.
war.
though.
But, like, yes,
Sorry, but I
Yes,
like
it
to ask
was.
questions.
Yes, it was cold, but like even if it had been summer, I still would have been annoyed by the
Yeah.
fact that like I went there and by the time I got anywhere, all the beer was gone.
And it was
And
frozen
we
in
got
the bottom of
there
the glass.
right away. Like
Yeah, we did.
and we still didn't get it, like any beer.
The pictures of that year's beer dabbler were amazing though because you just saw people like turning their glasses upside down because the beer was frozen
yeah,
in the bottom.
Yeah. Our
Or-
beers were slushies.
Like frozen beards, like all the way around.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it has the potential to be really fun. I mean, outdoor winter things can be like
Yeah.
super awesome, but it was just like it's like everyone who goes like they're not. It's like the breweries aren't prepared for what it is,
Yeah.
and you have these huge lines, and you get up there and they're like, "Sorry, we brought 4 beers and we only have one left, and it's the one nobody wants." I don't know.
Yeah,
It's kind of.
that sounds
boys.
fucking annoying as
Tell
hell.
us what you really
actually.
I'd rather go to Casanova Cave Fest and
Dude, well
know
the,
that I can get what I want.
the problem is we're really goddamn spoiled with the Casanova Cave Fest because that event is super well run. It's
Yeah.
one of the best beer events I think I've ever attended.
Easy in.
Well, yeah, it's easy in. Once
And
you're
they
in,
prepare like they
you
yes
never run out of beer.
no I mean they do their like special releases like okay like your VIPs get special beer but like you pay extra to get in early
Yeah.
and they'll do at 2:00 at this table we're
I
gonna
love
have
that
this
we
beer
tried everything we wanted to
Yeah.
before it opened up.
Yeah.
And we're just hanging out.
Well, and I would.
and
yeah,
even
I would-
then
they should cut me off at some point.
the normal the normal tables do not run out of beer.
Yeah.
Like if they have 4 beers, they have those 4 beers till the end of the beer
Yeah,
fest.
it's that like those events they're so well run. Like I've been to a few like of like the ticket pour events, and those are a pain in the ass because you have all these motherfuckers like losing tickets and not like
it's just the beer dabbler could be so fun, but it's so poorly run.
yeah.
That's what sucks because it has the potential to be really fun, and it's just
That's
it was
unfortunate.
shitty.
So what is this? A Schwartz?
This is the Schwartz.
Anyway, it's off schedule, off topic. Sorry.
Circling back here.
At least we were talking about beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. All right, I will look up the. All right,
Warren
Schwarz beer
topic.
or black beer is a dark lager made in Germany. They tend to have an opaque black color with hints of chocolate or coffee flavors and are generally around 5%. I don't have the ABV on this because I forgot to write it down and it wasn't on the tag.
Quick, text Mike.
Just call Mike. What was the Schwarz beer? I drank it all.
What's the ab?
What's the ab?
What is ab? All right, Miles, what do you think of this beer? We usually start with Carlos, but you're to my left now. So
Do you want to skip to him? First?
no, we
No,
can't
no,
because
you
then we
can
have
go
to come
ahead.
back around.
Yeah.
So
No,
let's
because
go.
then Miles is gonna bitch about it.
yeah, I know. Why do you skip me all the time?
I said nothing at the beginning here. I gladly just,
Well, that's during the beginning. We always have to go with Carlos
I
first. That's
I
just
know.
how it works.
I know. No, I really like this beer. It's like a really full flavored lager and comes off as like a really crisp ale, somewhere between a brown ale and a porter, and it's just like very drinkable, full of flavor, and just it hits all the right notes. I'm a big fan of this beer.
Carlos.
It has this kind of dark, smoky flavor to it, kind of. But like as he said, as Miles said, it's very easy to drink.
Jan.
I like it a lot, but I've had it before. And I love Pitchfork. I'm a huge fan. But it's
Huge fan.
huge fan.
Fan
It's
alert.
it's really roasty and has a good coffee flavor, and yeah, it's really easy to drink for a darker beer. It's a good fall beer, so I really like it.
Peter.
Well, it's pretty brown. Tastes pretty good too.
For good.
That's it.
Matt.
Did Bauhaus have one of these too? That
Yeah, Bauhaus has a Schwartz.
I think that was the one I liked a lot by them or whatever. Yeah, it's good. Nothing really pops out to me. I don't know. That's good.
Rick.
Solid Schwartz, man. I mean, it's like the roastiness is nice. It's balanced well. It goes down easy. It's a good beer.
All right. Yeah, no, I really like this beer. Super easy to drink. And it balances that, like it scratches that porter itch for me. Like every once in a while,
Yeah.
like I want like a big heavy like porter or something, but I want to also have more than one.
Yeah.
So I can reach for this and get that roast character and the full bodied mouthfeel, but it clears from the palate fairly quickly, so you can just keep drinking it, and it doesn't weigh you down.
Mhm.
All right, Miles, give me a number.
What's the grading scale?
Jesus,
Same
goddamn
as it is
Christ!
every
10,
other
dude.
It's
time.
been a while.
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Solid 9 actually.
All right, Carlos,
I'll give it an 8.
Damn it, Carlos.
Jen,
I'll do a 9.
An
Pete?
8.
Damn it, Pete.
7.
I'm gonna get an 8.5.
way to
just
screw up
gotta
the
be
whole
different.
number thing.
Fuck it up.
Actually, I am
That's
also
what I
gonna
think
go
it
with the
is.
8.5. Like it's
Wow!
I know.
Hell!
He's just trying to even it out, you know it.
Criticizes Rick, then gives it the same score.
It makes the math easier when I.
It's a 17 put together.
Well, I could just carry it and make one of those a 9, one of them an 8, and it averages out. It's gonna be fine. All right. Somebody want to crack that Olifant and tell me what it is?
Tell me what it actually is.
Well, it's a beer.
Wait,
Matt-
you don't know what it is?
Matt told me.
Mr. X. It's an English style pale ale.
English style pale ale from Olifant, another local brewery. One of the cooler ones with their naming and just the vast amount of different styles they do. Pete, will you
Yeah.
just put a splash?
Got it.
Thanks,
Sweet.
man. Yeah, so this is an English style pale ale. So I'm assuming, and I don't know much about this beer, but I'm going to be looking for some like toffee and or biscuit notes.
Yeah.
With some like earthy or herbal hops.
Yeah, he was talking
characters.
about today, and he's talking about trying to hide more of the pale side because he always wanted to make like an old speckled hen type beer and
Okay.
stuff. But yeah, he said basically he added pale ale on the back there because it's sell here instead of an English bitter.
Okay, so it's basically an English bitter then. Awesome. Ooh. Crystal clear. That is a clear ass beer.
You know, for a second there, Matt, I thought you spilled on the table, but you just spilled on yourself for the most
Yep,
part.
it was just my leg.
It's okay. We have the paper towels.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
We have a lot of paper towels.
All right.
That is a super clear beer.
Yeah, no, yeah, crystal clear. Just I can see Carlos through. Oh man, I can see
I
Carlos.
wouldn't go as far as crystal clear, man. It's looking a little smoky to me. So
I don't see any haze, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not hazy at all. It's just
it's a little brown.
yeah,
All right,
it's
Miles.
like a brown crystal. Mm.
I enjoy it,
Good one.
but I wish it was more English and less pale.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's got all the right qualities that I would like to find in an English bitter, but there's too much pale.
Okay. Carlos.
This is an English bitter. Is that what type of?
English bitter, English pale ale, somewhere in there.
Because it definitely has that bitterness to it, and it definitely has that like it does have that English taste. But I don't think I.
Does it taste like spotted dick?
I guess I wouldn't know. But yeah, it's basically like an English bitter is pretty much a pretty accurate description of it.
Jen.
I like it. It's pretty easy to drink, but there's not a whole lot to it to me, I guess.
Mhm.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I just no flavors like jump out at me, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very bold.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm drinking. So it's just like I guess it tastes like a beer, but I don't know.
Do you like it?
Not really.
Okay. That's fine,
It's too
man.
obscure.
What
for me.
what don't you like about it?
I don't know. Just tastes a little bit bitter, and then there's like not a whole lot of flavor to
Okay.
back it up at all. So
I like it. I don't know. It has that creamy side of the English bitter, and then that pale side of the pale ale. I like it.
Rick?
To me, I like it. This tastes actually a lot to me like the Summit EPA, like the extra pale ale.
Okay.
Minus
There's
all
a
the
bit
hops
of
the EPA.
well, no, there's a bit of difference, but like that
It's
kind of the
reminiscent.
way that it hits my tongue, like with the bitterness spike, and then it kind of mellows out. Like it reminds me a lot of the EPA, which is something that I really like about that beer. Like the way that it hits my tongue and the way that the flavor evolves, it reminds me a lot of that. And I like
Alright.
that in the EPA from Summit, so I like that in this beer.
I get a lot of like a lot of biscuit. Like there's definitely some really good English malt in here.
Yeah.
And then just a hint of that like English yeast character. It's hard to describe, but if you've ever had like any of like the English pub ales, like a Boddington's or
I
an
do
old
like a good
speckled hen
Boddington's.
or something like that, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like that, it has like a distinct like, for
I
lack of
wanna
a better
try
term,
this on
English.
Nitro.
Yeah, that'd be really good. The bitterness is a little harsh, but I think if it was on Nitro, that would soften up a lot, and this would be infinitely more drinkable. That's my only problem with it is there's not a whole lot of like hop character there. You get a little bit of like earthy and floral, like hop notes, but it's just straight bitterness otherwise, and it just kind of lingers on the tongue.
Yep. I think the bitterness just comes off, or it makes the rest of the beer just feel a little too empty. Like,
Yeah,
it
because
just-
it's so bitter forward,
yeah,
but you
so-
you still get like the sweetness of the malt in the back.
yeah,
which I like.
I guess my problem is that it starts to hide it. It's like I wish they would just bring that out take the bitterness back.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
do not let this
I would
warm
appreciate
up.
the beer a whole lot more.
Yeah, let it warm up.
I said do not let it warm
Oh,
up.
do not let it
because
warm up.
Oh, I
It
would
just
let
gets
it warm
it'll
up.
just get extra bitter. I don't know,
Okay.
it's not-
I suppose the bitterness will just kind of come to the and
Yeah.
it's left a taste. My mouth is just bitter now.
Yeah, that's
Wash it down with some fruity pebbles.
Yeah, man, Fruity Pebbles beer, man. Liney's Sunset Wheat aged for 2 years. Fruity Pebbles in a bottle, man. It's fucking great.
The only thing this conversation has done is make me actually want fruity pebbles. For real.
It makes me want another Sunset Wheat.
I have
Yeah,
never
dude.
had Fruity Pebbles.
What?
What?
Carlos, you're
I've had Cocoa Pebbles.
fucking
I've
insane.
had Cocoa Pebbles,
Carlos.
but I've never had a fruity one.
Carlos,
Why not?
Oh,
we
you
have-
are a 10-year-old child in a
Well,
grown
no,
man's
hang on.
body. You bought so much candy that the freezer's full. I bought
there's
4
candy
bags.
in this house.
we
Yeah, in the
straight
freezer
up-
upstairs. Go help yourself.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We straight up just found out why
There's
Carlos
only-
is so fucked
There's
up.
only Snickers.
Where
and
are
Thin
your
Mints, but
Fruity
that's
Pebble
it.
experiences from your
I like
childhood? You
Snickers.
fucking
Do you like-
psycho.
They're
Carlos.
with his Stretch Armstrong that he
But
never
seriously,
got.
you need to like
Go
go to the
back
store
to a
tomorrow
previous
and buy
episode.
Right
I've
next to
thought
his
about
gummy.
it. I just don't eat cereal.
Carlos,
fast
do you
enough.
like Fruit Loops?
I do.
Then you're gonna love.
I like Fruity Pebbles better than Fruit Loops.
You're gonna love
They
that
are
shit.
better, but they're similar. But Fruity Pebbles,
It's
like
well,
the shit.
yeah. Fruity
Yeah.
Pebbles is like Fruit Loops on crack.
I used
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
It's
Pebbles
the
is like
shit.
You had
Pixie
me the
sticks.
Oliphant.
And they're easier to eat. You can just eat giant spoonfuls. 'cause they're-
We figured out why Carlos doesn't have a fucking heart.
Well, I
He's
mean-
never had Fruity Pebbles.
Back when I was a child, my parents would buy Rice Krispies cereal all the time.
Way
so
back in the
way back then.
1800s.
but
all we had at our house was rice.
but you know,
Krispies.
you don't want to just have milk with it. So I just put spoonful after spoonful
The
of.
most disappointing Fruity Pebbles.
That or plain Cheerios.
So I would put a spoonful of
Okay,
regular
I
sugar.
like
Cheerios are
plain Cheerios.
Corn
Sugar.
sugar.
Like,
ropes.
All right, guys, hang on. Just I want to point something out.
I put
This is
spoonful
one of the
sugar in
very
it.
few times when Matt has grabbed and taken the last bits of the beer that we've tried on the air. Like this
true.
is a semi-historic thing. Like
And we caught it on camera.
it's very exciting.
They have bees. Or what is it?
Oh my god,
Bees?
bees on
Bees?
nitro.
Yeah, they have bees on nitro
Yes.
right now.
Oh, that's a good
Oh God,
beer.
not the
It's
bees.
the balls on
It was
nitro.
pretty damn great.
I thought you
Yeah.
said it was the bees
balls?
on nitro.
Yeah,
And
it's,
it's
bees.
the
It's bees, not
balls.
but
It's
balls
the
on.
balls.
I'm
dude.
so
It's
confused.
the balls.
Balls on you.
Then I asked
think
him if
that
they're
means
ever
it's
going to
good.
bring Pizza Man
It's
back.
like the
and he said he
bee's
didn't
knees,
know
but
yet.
Wait, they're
balls.
bringing Pizza Man back?
He doesn't know one yet.
Aw.
I was like, you should.
I love
That was-
Pizza Man.
That was the 3.5%.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
had
I
that was the
don't
one
think
that
I
was.
had that one.
That was the one I was slamming when Matt and I went into that Rob Zombie concert.
Oh, I had that time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had the pizza. One.
I want the Whistler again.
Was that the same night that Carlos tried to walk home?
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
dinner?
That was that night. It was also the night
Never
that
looked-
Carlos was harassing me.
Why was I harassing you?
You came outside and you were like, Rick, and I was in the middle of a conversation with Spencer, and I was like, "What, Carlos?" And you were like, "Nothing."
That's like Stewie from Family Guy.
Yes, you were hammered. That's what you did. You had a point, but by the time I finally responded, you forgot what it
Yeah,
was,
that's probably
and then
what
you were like,
happened.
"Nothing."
All right, Miles, give me a
7.
number.
7.
7.
So much unused potential.
It's not bad, but it's not good either. I'm going to give it a 6.
Jen?
6.
I'll go for the 8.
All right.
I'm giving it a 6.5 because I think it's fairly good, but it's just not.
I'm gonna give it a
Blowing your
7 because it's good and I see what they're trying to do, and I think if it was on nitro, it'd be goddamn amazing.
I agree.
Or not even on nitro, if it was in a cask, like at cask temperatures and through like a sparkler off of a
Yeah.
beer engine, that it would be amazing.
I just put it at 6.5 because my range, like 5 is solid. Like that's a C.
Yeah.
Like so 6.5.
I was a C student, so that's why it's solid.
It's
well,
pretty
50%
good.
isn't a C, but you know,
No, but that's my scale is what I'm
right,
saying.
right.
I put C at 50.
He grades on
Where
a
it makes
curve.
sense.
A logarithmic.
A huge.
A
Yeah.
negative curve.
All right.
Well,
So
it's where
the next beer is from one of it's from a brewery that we've had a lot of luck with, Alaskan out of
Yeah.
Alaska. This is from their pilot
I
series.
wouldn't
It is a
visit their shit.
Smash Galaxy double IPA.
I have not had a lot of their beer.
And I fucking love Galaxy hops, just melon out the ass. So I'm super excited.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Better having
sticking
melon
melons
out
up
your
my
ass
ass.
than
Hug,
up your
hug,
ass.
hug.
That's true.
Well, you
Ass
know
melon.
what goes out must come, or what goes in must come out.
Right.
That's what I was trying to
What
say.
goes out must come back in.
You put a melon in there.
Just shove it back in there.
That'd be a good quote for the quote game, huh?
So, Casey, I have to ask:
What-
Are
Alright.
these drinking quest?
4 more years.
Oh yeah. So we have. So when I bought or when I kickstarted the new Drinking Quest, I got these awesome little coasters. These little 8-bit coasters. So don't spill on them.
Matt.
Is
All right.
that what
Yeah. So
coasters
this
are
comes in
for?
at 8.5%. So be a little careful with
Oh.
it, guys.
Louise.
It's an American Double Imperial IPA, and they don't have a whole lot of information on this.
It's so brightly
I
colored,
didn't even
though.
look at the bottle.
I went and visited their tap room.
Oh
in
yeah.
Juneau. That was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah, that
awesome.
looks like my tent.
They
It
only
does.
recently started distributing
Yeah. No.
It looks like
They're
your tent.
because they've been
let's see.
around since the 80s.
Yep, they don't tell me what malt they use. Let's see. A balanced aroma gives intense passion fruit, light guava, and herbal notes similar to thyme and hints of exotic citrus. The hop aroma is balanced by light honey notes that are characteristically associated with the malt of a crisp pilsner.
Ooh.
The flavor has an initial rush of tropical fruit and herbal notes that linger intensely. The Galaxy hops take center stage, and after
Your nose
several
is
seconds,
real
the
red.
juicy hop notes are joined by the
Blow
very
shit
intense
out of it.
bitterness of this, or are typical of this Australian variety.
So, Rick, I did not know that you.
They're using Pilsner malt.
that
what
you
is
tasted
malt?
their beer up there.
Well, I lived there, so it
Yeah.
makes sense. No, I had to go to the tap room.
All right.
It's in Juneau.
Miles.
They're trying
did
to
not
do too
know.
much with this beer. No, I'm just kidding.
You're trying to
I'm just
there's too
kidding.
goddamn
No, you do.
ingredients.
Shut up, Miles.
Leave.
No, this beer is fantastic. I'm a really, really big fan. For something with so few ingredients, they've got a lot going on here. I think it's very balanced, very drinkable. It does not
I will.
drink as heavy as it says it is, as it is.
Carlos?
There is a lot of flavor in this drink. Gotta say that. It's good.
Yeah, you a fan of beer, are you?
A beer.
This drink
yeah.
that we're having.
Carlos likey beer.
Yeah.
I really like it. I definitely get that melon and honey flavor that you're talking about right away, which I love. I love beers that have that melon flavor and
Yeah.
honey on the back of it. So I really like it.
I really like melons.
Don't we all?
Now it's it's super crisp. I get a little bit of bitterness, but I can still taste the Galaxy at that point, so I'm okay. Because
Yeah.
I love Galaxy too. So.
Yeah. What do you like better, Galaxy or Mosaic?
Yes.
Oh, Mosaic
Okay.
all the way.
Yes.
I mean, I would take both.
Which
Well,
one
yeah,
is
any-
the
Gal-
top?
Galaxy
That was an
Mosaic is a
either
great
or
combo.
question.
Which one's in the
Yes.
Either of them would
Pompeii's
be
Mosaic.
just
Mosaic,
as true as the other.
I like Galaxy.
Mosaic is
Matt?
the
Yeah, I do taste the melon honey at the beginning there, but I don't taste all the flavors that Carlos said he tasted, but that could be because I'm sick. It's good though.
Rick?
Sick son of a bitch.
I mean, that's like we were just discussing. Galaxy's my favorite, like over Mosaic and everything. I love Galaxy, so this beer is just
Yeah.
super fucking.
Definitely
great.
doesn't taste like it's 8.5%. That's for
Mm.
sure.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
No, not really.
Which makes it
No.
super dangerous.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Especially in Casey's hands.
It's
well,
the hops
oops.
carry this beer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Yep.
very.
It's
all the-
like,
it's
well,
all
it's
Galaxy.
it's amazing how good this beer is for how simple it is.
Yeah.
Like 2 ingredients, and they pumped out something where you this is entirely a showcase of Galaxy. Like you taste this beer and you now know immediately what Galaxy tastes
Yeah,
like, and
the-
you can
the
probably pick it
skill-
out in a lot of different
The
beers.
skill in this beer was like when the additions were.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Yeah, man, I really like it. I have no idea when the bottle date was, but it can't be super old
No.
because it still tastes
It's
pretty fresh.
juicy.
But can you imagine how good this is right off the line? Like,
10/29/16.
okay, yeah,
That's-
so,
So like
yeah,
you
week
know,
ago.
a week ago,
16,
Jesus
so
Christ.
7 days.
No wonder it tastes so fucking fresh. Yeah, no, I really like this beer.
It's a very good beer.
Let's give me a number.
9.25.
Oh wow.
He's just being a jackass.
Yep, I know.
Hey, at least he went to the quarter.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just round.
I also grade on a curve, so like if it's above 9, like that's
That's an amazing beer.
so I'm giving it an 8.5. It's really good.
I'll do a 9.
Do an 8.62.
And because it's Pete, I'll write down 8.62. Anybody else would just be 8.5.
Thanks a lot. You know, I mean,
I'll go for a 7.5.
I'm gonna call this one a 9.5.
I grade on a curve.
this is like basically the bombest beer you've ever had in your life.
No, it's not the
Because if
the
you
best.
said if a 5 was a really solid beer,
So it's second best
Yeah.
ever.
No, this is, I love this beer a lot because I love
it's
Galaxy.
just crazy. how-
And
how
all
your
this
curve
is Galaxy.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
It's a wicked curve, man.
Will you
It's
give
the
me
same
just a
scale.
little?
It's
a
an
little,
exponential curve.
smidge of water, that man. Thanks, man.
No, one of the things to consider is that this particular style, a smash beer, is you literally
Need to
have
hydrate.
so little to work
Now,
with
Fruity Pebbles.
to make something this good and
Yeah.
this successful and well-rounded is legitimately just impressive.
Well, and like the curve from the last one, like the last one is like I give it a 5. That's a middle. Like it's fine.
Someone gave it to you at a party. That's awesome. Would you
Yeah.
buy it at the store? Probably not.
I probably wouldn't. But this beer, like I love Galaxy hops. Like
This would be amazing. in a
this
six
beer
pack.
just tastes like chewing on Galaxy hops with a little bit of malt in it. Like it's just real good.
Oh, thanks.
This beer's just super nice.
I might share with you.
I
All right,
love
then pass this one around this
coconut.
way. This is my can, though.
I gotta rinse this.
Oh my god.
There's a rinser there. All right, so the next beer is from Oscar
Matt.
Blues. They are out of Colorado. It is an English porter coming in at 6.5%, called Death by Coconut.
This beer.
Oh, it's an Irish porter. My thing says English, so I was reading that. So
Well, I just had to read the can.
Who's had this beer?
We get to split this.
Death
I
by
have to split
coconut,
it?
mom.
Casey, have you had this beer?
I have not had this beer.
I love this beer.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
All right, let me go ahead and read the tasting notes while everyone is tasting and pouring and all of that fun stuff. Okay. Intense, fresh cacao flavors swirl with popping coconut aromas, all supported by a semi-sweet porter made from loads of dark chocolate and extra dark caramel malts. This limited release specialty comes around once a year to satisfy that sweet tooth, so get them while you can before they disappear. At 6.5 ABV and 25 IBUs, this this choco nut goodness will have you yelling pass dash hit
No.
all winter long.
I love this beer, but it does not smell good. Like,
Dude,
I don't
think
know.
it
if-
smells
it's-
so
Oh my
good.
god.
It smells chocolate.
It's got a strong.
Oh, I think that's
Coconut
like
smell
I'm
to it.
smelling the chocolate. I think
Yeah,
that's
the
what it
cocoa.
is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate chocolate,
That's true.
but I love this beer because, like, I don't know. I really hate chocolate, but this beer doesn't taste like chocolate.
Holy fuck nuggets.
It's a hurricane.
There's a really strong chocolate flavor in there.
That is like a goddamn cookie.
Yeah.
It's like a Mounds bar.
All right, Miles.
It's delicious. It's like a Mounds
Oh my
bar.
God.
It's like drinking a Mounds bar. I don't really know what else to say beyond that, other than it's not like the two flavors, the chocolate and the coconut in a Mounds bar. It's like both of them together, and then it's just amazing.
The only thing I can say about the taste that's bad is that it's a little sweet for my tastes.
It is a very
It's
sweet
like
beer.
I'm drinking a candy bar.
Yeah.
But aside
What's
from that,
wrong
it's
with
good.
that?
Valid.
Is that the porter?
What? Yeah, no, this is the Death by Coconut.
You just want to drink another Tiku.
For a moment, I thought he was mixing and matching.
I had to go blow my nose today at the
Just converting.
bathroom at Mama Maria's, and that is the worst hand towel paper I've ever had. It's
Mhm.
Oh,
like
the brown stuff from like elementary
yeah.
school.
So that I remembered being a kid when I was sick in school or whatever, and not being able to get to a Kleenex quick enough or whatever. So you'd have
Yeah.
to go in there and take it. Oh, that was torn apart.
Yeah,
when
you
I was
might as
apart.
well just take like a Brillo pen.
Yeah, right?
Be like,
right.
And
got
then
it.
you have to get it
Okay.
wet first before you blow into it. 'cause
Yeah, no, and
softens
it
a
doesn't
little
even.
bit.
That makes it worse.
All right, so Carlos, you talked about the beer. It's too sweet for your taste. Yeah. Hey, do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No, like that chocolate and coconut flavor is really strong. Like it's not like a small amount in there. Like it's really strong
Yeah.
in the flavor.
All right, Jen.
I did not know we were having this beer, so I'm super excited. I love anything
Really,
that
it didn't show.
tastes like coconut, smells like coconut. Love it. So yeah, I really like this. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with drinking a candy bar.
And that's what this is.
And just like the cocoa flavor with the coconut, I love it.
It's like $12 a 4-pack, so go get some right now.
Dude, yeah, I don't care. I
No,
love
yeah,
it.
it's like
That's worth it.
it is. Pete?
I like it at coconut. This is straight up dessert beer. Like I could probably have a couple of these, but like one, and that's probably all I should have. Because I like coconut stouts a lot, but when there's this much coconut, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, it's really good, but
Yeah.
I don't drink a few stouts. You know.
See, I like
Fuck
how much
yeah.
coconut there is. I feel like I'm glad that I know what's in there. Sometimes I think there's certain flavors, like they'll put the flavor in the name, like this, Death by Coconut, and they'll be like, oh man, like
You know, there's gonna be
you're gonna know it's gonna be in here, and you taste it, and you're like, oh, I hardly tasted it, and
That's true.
but yeah,
yeah.
this is really good, and I like it.
It was what I expected. It's good.
Yeah.
My taste buds are broke. I don't taste any coconut right now.
Do you taste
Yeah,
any
your
chocolate?
taste buds are
No.
definitely broke.
It's just not. All right. Sounds great, you guys.
Matt's just sad. He's crying in the corner. He's like, I want to taste the coconut.
I believe you.
Poor Matt.
His nose and eyes are all red. You can really tell.
Yeah, that's blowing his nose all over.
Play again. No, nothing.
Now, so yeah, I personally I hate chocolate. Like I don't like to eat chocolate, but I like the taste of chocolate. It's the texture I can't stand. Like I can't eat chocolate bar.
But you can have a hot
It's-
cocoa.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's weird. People.
Yeah, no, it is very
It's
weird.
pretty
But-
fucked up, Rick. Just
But
saying.
that's just how it is. So with this beer, like that's why like the smell I don't like because it smells like a chocolate bar. But the taste,
Just
this
like,
beer
give
is
me more. Can I have more?
goddamn
more?
wonderful. Like I love Death by Coconut. I had it the first time at Common Man a couple months ago because they got a keg of it in, and it is just fantastic. Like I love
It
this
is.
beer.
This is the first time I've had it, and I picked it up because I knew Pete really wanted to try it, and so I was like, well, and
Yeah.
we keep talking about coconut stouts and stuff, and I had 3-hour tour at Fair State a couple weeks ago, and that beer, like, there's a lot of coconut in that beer, but it was also a very heavy beer, and I think my favorite thing about this beer is that it's a porter instead of a stout.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that really cuts down on the weight of it. Plus, it's only 6.5%. So you're not gonna get shitty with drinking one.
Right.
Sometimes stouts are just they're too much.
Well, they're like a
And-
meal in and of themselves.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I really like that this is a porter
Well,
too.
Yeah.
The short version is that like a stout is legitimately an investment. It's its whole thing. You know, this you can be like, oh, I can have this, and
And
then I can have
sometimes
something else. or I can
Stouts
have another.
can be a lot sweeter, and this is sweet, but it's not overpoweringly sweet. I feel like if this was like a coconut stout, it'd be a lot sweeter, and I don't know that I'd
Well, it's
like
because
it
they
as
would have
much.
they would have put lactose in it too, because they would have made a coconut milk stout.
If this
Well,
was a stout, if this was
I
a stout,
feel-
I don't know that I would like it as much
Yeah.
as I like
Yeah.
this.
I think it would have to be a lot sweeter to cover up the flavor of the alcohol if it was a stout.
That's if they go with an imperial stout, because I mean
Yeah.
a stout doesn't necessarily
That's-
mean a
I mean,
higher
that's true.
ABV, but it would be a lot heavier beer.
Yeah.
Like it would be chewy.
Yeah.
like,
This-
like
this,
Dangerous Man's. It's like you,
This is
Yeah.
nice.
you get so
Like,
much stout, you don't get
The
any
peanut
coconut.
butter. Oh,
Instead
This
of
is
just
right,
drinking
right,
like
they
a
had
that
regular
coconut.
candy bar, it would like actually feel like you're
Yeah,
drinking a
that's true.
candy bar.
Yeah.
I feel like with this beer, like I could have this after a meal as a dessert,
Yeah.
like in itself, and not be like I could already be full from my meal and still drink this.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have to not drink it because I'm full.
I
Alright.
very much agree with you that with the whole naming concept, they say it's going to be coconut and chocolate
Like in your
in the
face.
name.
Yeah.
But I also like that it's not comedic, because I've had some that are like, "Hey, blueberry," and then it's like, there is so much freaking blueberry. It
Yeah.
can't taste
That's
anything
because you need to
else.
keep the blueberries out of my fucking beer.
It tastes
I feel
like
like-
blueberry
Make
Make
it
it taste like plastic.
I feel like most of the time
It's-
it's either one or the other. Like if
Unless it's a
something-
sour.
If
then it's
something
okay.
is
But
in the
I
name,
can't do it,
you
yeah,
either
so.
get all hyped up about it, like, oh, this is going to be awesome. It's going to taste great. And then you taste it and you don't taste any
Yeah,
of
no,
whatever
that's-
that flavor
that's
is.
Very valid.
Or it's like the polar opposite. Like you said, there's so much that's all you taste.
well, I feel like
but
like,
this is really
that's
good.
how most coconut is. Like a lot of beers I've had that are like coconut, you don't even taste coconut. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
barely.
that's
in
how
there.
I feel. Yeah.
And so I agree with
I
that.
get
Like,
excited and then I hardly
Yeah.
taste
Alright.
it.
Disappointed.
All right,
I
guys,
love
we have
coconut.
2 more beers to get through, so we
Yeah,
got to
we
burn
need
through
to
these
get
pretty
through
quick.
Get
All right,
drinking.
give me some numbers. Let's go. Chop,
We're
chop.
gonna go with 8.5.
8.5. Carlos.
I'm gonna go with an 8.
8. Jen.
9.5.
Pete.
8.75.
I'll go for a 6.5. And I do taste a little like chocolate. Like I just ate a dark
Okay.
chocolate the back of my tongue there. But,
Coming through.
but no.
And I'm gonna give this a 9.5 because this beer is goddamn
Yeah,
delicious.
Casey.
Fucking amazing. All right, so this next beer, I've never had it. In fact, it was released this year for the very first time, and it's 12.5%. So just keep that in mind when you're making your pour.
So yeah, take her easy.
But it is 2016 Double Bastard, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Who's
Did
this
they
by?
have to get a cut? Like, did they have to give South Park a cut of this?
I don't think so.
What beer is this? Or what brewery?
This is well, it's Stone, but it's not Stone because they split off their Arrogant Bastard line into into like Bastard Ales.
Oh,
But yeah, so this is a peaty as hell Double Bastard aged in Scotch whiskey barrels.
so like the brewery
What
is
year?
technically double
What does
bastard,
PD mean?
is what you're telling me.
PD cakes. Like
No,
Like, you're
like-
a PD cakes.
PD Pablo.
yeah. So I have no idea if this beer is going to be good or not. But yeah, no. So it's
Well, what is credited as the brewery? That's all.
just Stone. Just do Stone. Well, Arrogant Brewing is what it says here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Arrogant
Wait, so
Brewing.
this is just double bastard?
No, this is the Double Bastard, bigger, longer, uncut.
Oh shit.
It smells amazing.
It smells like Scotch.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to pass this back to me. I gotta finish my coconut death.
Coconut death.
A coconut over.
Oh man, that is
This-
some peaty fucking
The
Scotch.
smell makes me happy.
What does that mean? Is this gonna taste like moss?
Yeah, like peat moss.
So
No.
dirt?
No, like it's gonna taste very smoky. Yeah.
It's gonna taste peaty.
Okay, that's enough
This
of
smells
that.
like a Band-Aid.
That's
Your last
that's
one, so
usually
whenever
the
you-
Whoa.
close association.
It smells like a latex glove.
It sounds weird. As long as you don't actually think that way.
It smells like
it
a
tastes like
Band-Aid.
liquid smoke.
Right?
Rick, you
Rick,
smell those.
Rick,
Does it
I
not smell
feel
like that
like
right
I'm-
away?
When I smell this,
Try
I
it.
feel like I'm sitting in the back of an ambulance. It smells
wish
like
I
an
could smell
ambulance.
It smells like an ambulance.
I can
Matt, just
verify
keep
that
smelling.
smells like an ambulance. It does smell like a.
Matt's gonna
I-
pass out because he just
It
really
smells
wants
like
to
an
smell the
ambulance.
latex.
This smells like I'm at work. I don't like it. It smells like
All of
I'm
us sick
working
folk are
right
just
now.
coughing.
Boy, this does smell like it could disinfect some stuff.
I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, Miles.
I smell like a nitro.
This is
glove.
oh man, it's like a very, very easy drinkable version of a nice peaty scotch.
Of a
And
latex
it's
Band-Aid.
fantastic.
latex
it.
Band-Aid. I think that's a thing, right?
Fun fact: this beer was $6 a bottle. So
That
what you
is
paid for it?
dirt cheap
Yeah.
compared to what it tastes
I'm
like it should
scared
cost.
to try it because
Yep.
it smells like a Band-Aid.
No, it's good. It's so good.
oh, and it's aged in Islay Scotch whiskey barrels, which really explains the aroma.
Yeah.
So what is a
absolutely.
PD supposed to smell like?
Oh, you know.
Does it smell like my PD or something?
Like
Well, it
We
depends.
already
You
been
always
over
have a
this.
band-aid around your penis.
Apparently, it's the Band-Aid.
Well,
smell is
I keep a glove on.
Apparently, the Band-Aid smell is normal.
All right, I'm trying to find like a good description of because I just like I know what peat like. Hang on. What
Peat,
does
like
peaty
the-
mean? Here we go.
Oh, so
Like
it's
that.
peat.
It's
And if
peat,
it smells like
P-E-A-T.
peat, it's a little
It's-
peaty.
Okay,
smoked malt.
soapy, sulfuric,
Okay.
medicinal, and seaweedy, or smoky, rich, fruity, and spicy. Like,
So everything you could possibly imagine.
yeah, like it's a very distinct smell.
It is.
All right, Carlos.
It really tastes like somebody took some scotch and just mixed it with the beer. That's what I'm kind of getting from the taste.
Yeah.
Jen?
Fantastic.
I don't like it.
You could dump it if you want. Like,
I'm going to.
Right into your cup.
I don't know.
No.
I guess maybe if your palate is used to these flavors, but like when you said medicinal, I was like, yeah, I get that medicinal flavor. I don't know. I feel like it smells like a Band-Aid. I feel like if I put the Band-Aid in my mouth and chewed on the Band-Aid, that's what it would taste like.
You know, as soon as you start saying Band-Aid, like I know what you're talking about.
Well, right away I do get that, but I try to taste a little bit. It's very smoky.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
Like
it's like a
liquid
really,
smoke.
it's like a good smoky. Like
No, it's too smoky.
No.
well, like
No,
it's like a really well smoked meat.
yeah, like
Yeah.
or like a smoked salmon, like right off the
Yep.
smoker, like just right out of there.
Smoked salmon.
Cedar plank right there.
But like initially, it's like
It's overwhelming initially,
yeah.
but like the beer's savory, and that's weird for me.
That is
Yeah, like I don't want to
good
drink
word.
it, but I have to in order to get the aftertaste.
Yeah, like the aftertaste is savory.
Yeah.
Matt.
It's gross.
It reminds me of
That's
Dark
what I was
Lord
gonna
this
say,
year.
but I was-
Right? You think this is like Dark Lord?
No, it's not like it, but like the fact that the aftertaste is super good, but the actual like initial
Oh yeah, yep.
swallowing it is just like gross. I mean, that was like a syrupy sweet
Yeah.
beer, but it's like that.
All right, Rick.
Matt beat me to it. It's not. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's too. It tastes like it went.
I liked
too
it at
far.
first until I swallowed it. Then it was like,
So
what
I
the
bought
fuck?
It went-
I bought 2 bottles, and I'm really curious to see what it's going to be like after 2 years, 2-3 years down the
AJ
road.
and I'll try it, but like
Yeah.
when
Welcome
I
to
put it in my
anniversary number 6, guys.
Right.
when I put it in my mouth, it's fine. When I swallow it, it's just it goes too far.
Yeah,
it's
but I
too
mean, you have
smoky.
to swallow.
Well, I know I do. I
No,
always
he
do.
doesn't.
I always do. I don't spit. But it just it goes too far with
I
the
just
smoky
caught on to
flavor.
the joke.
Like,
I was just like, what are they
In
talking
Nana
about?
Land.
And then the punchline hit. I'm just like, oh, I know what they've been talking about the past like 60 seconds.
All right. So I pulled up the actual description here. So this is 100% aged in Islay Scotch whiskey barrels. My arrogance has metamorphized into a peatier, haughtier, boozier, doubler, more of everything version of itself. Unlike the malted substance which abetted my materialization, you don't have chiseled iceberg chunks or fizzy, sugary pop sugar
butt
crystals
cracking.
at your disposal
Yeah,
to
that's
cut
what
me
it is.
or soften the unbridled intensity of my righteous state that is liquid arrogance. Go ahead, try me.
a lot of
This
words.
Islay whiskey's barrel infused ale could put a lion's mane on a hairless cat.
That's a lot of words.
Yes.
Well,
All
to
I
be
heard
fair,
was
it's
hairless
Stone.
cat.
Yes.
To be fair, it's Stone.
It's
They like
Stone.
to put novels on the back of their bottles.
Yeah, but they're
No.
not as bad as Lagunitas. But Lagunitas, at least, like it's
I
just
don't
a
think-
stoned, incoherent mess.
It's
I don't
true.
think I've ever liked a stone beer that I've ever had.
I like regular arrogant bastard.
I don't like
I like that all day they have.
Yep. They're I like their enjoy by.
They do Dragon's
I don't
Milk, or is
like
that Founders?
any of their
That's New Holland.
I don't like
Wait, New
any
Holland
of their
is that?
pale ales
Yeah.
or IPAs.
Designs are like.
But
almost
anyway,
identical.
so this as far as how I feel about this beer, it's too much.
Mhm.
Just all around.
That's
it's-
what it
yep.
is.
It's just too much, and it needs time to mellow.
And I'll be happy to try it in 2 years and see what it's like. But right now, it's way aggressive. Like it's a very, very aggressive flavor.
I will fundamentally disagree with the two of you.
that's fine.
That's fine,
Because
go on.
to be fair, it's Stone. Stone has never been really known to do just simple, mellow, easy drinking beers.
Well,
They're just like,
Fair
let's
enough.
push
'cause
the
I've
boundaries.
never
Yeah, but
liked
this
the
doesn't
Stone.
taste
whatever.
like a Mitch Steele beer. Like Arrogant Bastard is a Mitch Steele IPA, or double IPA,
Let's rinse that
and
out.
does not taste like a Mitch Steele beer.
Well, it's not just that, but it's just the concept of an Islay whiskey. Like the Islay is known for being like
And it's also my least
punch
favorite
you
like
in the absolute
Scotch,
face
so.
with smoked malt.
Dude, the
Whatever.
smokiness though is so good. I don't know.
And
It's too much.
that's exactly the
for
point.
me.
well, I mean,
That
my point is that's exactly the point. It's supposed to be all of this stuff. It's supposed to
That
be
may be the
overwhelming.
case,
It's
but-
supposed to be above and beyond.
Maybe we just don't like that then.
All right, give me a number, Miles.
I'm gonna give this a 9. I think this beer is fantastic.
I don't. I'm gonna give it a 5 because maybe I'm missing something. 'Cause
Like maybe so that's like a C. That's pretty good, right?
I know I'm missing.
I kind of want to just give it a 4, but maybe I'm just must be missing something.
You
Jen?
don't want to be a dick or anything.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Yeah, I'm just not. It's too much in your face flavor, and I'm not into it
I'm
right
excited
now.
to hear Rick's one with his curve here.
Yeah, see
Dude,
where
it's
the
a
curve
curve.
goes.
It's a crazy
is
curve.
insane,
You never
across
know.
the board.
She got
Pete,
I'm gonna give it an 8 because I would have given it a 7, but just the aroma on the back, it's really good. The smokiness is just amazing.
What'd you give it?
You know,
3.5, 4.
8.
4.
you can't give me a range.
He said 4
I
two
know.
times, so 4.
I know.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
So
I'm
that's
gonna
like-
give it a 5, and then
Kinda
we're
good.
gonna revisit it in a couple years
That's-
and
yeah.
see.
Yeah,
That's fair.
What was
Yeah.
that one that you gave a 1 to that one time we were tasting?
It was probably a sour.
it was a sour. Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
a sour.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
And-
can't
but-
drink sours.
But I clarified that it's
Yeah.
it's not because it's bad.
Alright.
It's, I
was just trying to
can't drink
remember what
sour.
that
I just
one
have to
was.
be
Okay.
honest with my rating.
If
And
I could
I-
share with you the experience I have when I drink an Islay whiskey, this beer would make a lot more sense.
I agree with Miles. It's just I've never liked a stone beer. I just don't like their beers.
My big thing
It's
is I
just-
hate Islay whiskeys.
What's
Never
one of the
had one.
name brands or
Of Islay?
Islay is
Um,
actually a region.
Well, yeah,
yes, I know,
hang
but
on, hang
One
on.
of the companies that makes an Islay.
Let me look it up here.
I don't think
I'm gonna
it's,
go drink
it's
a
probably
candy
not
bar.
that
Tullamore
weird.
Dew is
Lagavulin.
Islay, or no Lagavulin. Lagavulin is Islay.
It's probably
Lagavulin,
okay.
Brew
I just
Aquatic,
Laphroaig, Glenrothes.
Lefroy.
I don't like what
So
Stone
then
does.
any of the famous ones
I don't like
would
their
not
beers.
be an
A
Islay.
lot of the. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. Well, Lagavulin's
Brew Aquatic,
famous.
you're-
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay. Well, all right. Among Scotch drinkers.
Okay, there you go.
They,
Yeah. No. So like, so whiskey regions go like here. Let's bring up the list.
No, I don't need a detail.
I am interested.
No, I've never
Famous
had
would
a,
be big ones would be ones that are on TV and shit like that, like
Okay. Yeah.
Dewar's
Well,
and Spaverns and stuff like that.
Lagavulin.
all right. Anyway,
Glen-
the final beer for this evening, I'm very excited about. It's almost exactly 1 year. Well, we're about a month and a half out from it being 1 year. But we're gonna open another bottle of 18. I think we've had one on the show, and then I've opened a few since. And I wanted to end on this beer because I know it's going to be delicious.
Yeah.
This is from Central Waters Brewing Company in Wisconsin. They're in Stevens Point.
it's my favorite brewery.
Yep, it's an 11% imperial stout, and I'm really goddamn excited to drink this again.
I had I
To
had
to
my-
to recap, when we first tried this, it tasted like brownie batter.
Oh,
my
For the record, I was wondering why this beer wouldn't be saved last because all the labels are facing away from me. Now it makes more sense.
I had my last bottle of 18 like a month ago because
I have
want my
5
dad to
more.
drink it.
Oh
Um,
my god, man.
Well, I know you. I got 2,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I didn't want my dad to drink it, so I drank it. And a month ago, it was great. So
Oh man.
this is gonna be spectacular.
Bourbon is more pronounced now.
I
But-
believe, well, it was when I
so
drank
is this
it.
bottle a year? It's a year old.
Like it was really sweet when we first had it. It was like very brownie batter, like
Yep.
sweet. And now the sweetness is kind of dissipated. So I can't imagine it's very different from when I had it a month ago.
Wait, you're telling me the brownie batter is gone?
No, it's not gone. It's just it's
It's
really
subdued.
balanced. It's balanced
Oh,
better.
yeah, no, the brownie is cooked, and now it's just brownie.
Right.
But is it a moist brownie?
Oh, it's a fucking moist brownie.
Okay.
Then I'm
moist.
diggity down with that.
No
son.
moist.
Moist.
We
No
can't
moist.
talk about moist.
Moist.
If you take your headphones off, you can still hear us. Jen.
But it's not right in my
Don't say moist
Nobody's
or
whispering it in your ear.
don't say
not allowed-
placenta.
we're not allowed-
Placenta.
ear.
Don't say sack either, like SAC sack.
Sack.
A moist satchel.
Sack.
So you don't want like a moist placenta
Somebody say
sack?
satchel.
No.
Yeah, moist satchel.
Just a little moist satchel, full of placenta.
Sorry.
Like a moist placenta satchel.
All right, hang
about
on, guys,
That is a
guys.
sentence right there.
Motherfuckers, focus! All right.
Wait, who are you yelling at?
I don't know.
He like turned
The
around
blind
to yell
ninja.
at somebody.
Well, no.
I don't think he's mad at us.
Who are you looking at? Were you yelling
Do you
at
see-
little
do you
blind
see-
ninja mascot
Do you
guy?
see
Don't
dead
yell at
people?
him. He's
No,
fine.
I turned away from the mic so it wouldn't blow out the.
Yeah. No, I know what you were doing. But you looked like you were yelling at him, and he's just a little blind
I
ninja.
know.
He
All
wasn't
right,
yelling at
alone.
us. We're fine.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Miles, talk about this beer.
Oh,
Brownie.
the
Very
smell.
moist brownie.
The
No, like,
smell.
it-
I'm gonna tear
Okay,
this beer
so
apart
I've-
because you
I've
guys
had-
love it.
That's fine,
I
man.
don't care.
I've had the last 4 editions
My palate
of
sucks.
their anniversary stout, and they do it right. They just hit all the right notes, being balanced, being, what's balanced, what's pronounced.
Central
Rick's got a
Being
boner.
barrel aged, being just
I
stouty,
do.
not too sweet, not too anything. And this is just another example of them, rocking socks and being aged for a year. It's fantastic.
Carlos?
Fresh or aged.
This beer is not for me.
Yep.
No?
No.
Well, you can just pour that sample back over here then, and we can
I
take
can do
it.
Sick.
I don't care. If for 18, it's fine. I will take it.
I like this beer a lot. I think it's an imperial stout.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's for being an imperial stout, I don't feel like it's super heavy,
Mhm.
which some imperial stouts can be very heavy and syrupy, and not always a huge fan. But I do like this, and I do like all that chocolate brownie flavor. It does taste exactly like a brownie, like you said.
What kind of brownie?
Chocolate brownie. Just really chocolatey. I like it. There's blonde brownies, by the way, so don't sass me.
Miles getting fucking uppity
It's
again.
basically a chocolate chip cookie that's in the form of a brownie.
No, I think I was not the one being uppity there.
Peter?
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 Did somebody just
Peter?
call me Peter?
Peter?
Will you talk about this beer, please? I would really
Okay,
appreciate
so my favorite beers are stouts and imperial stouts, like barrel aged stouts, all that stuff. Just I've had trouble coming around to them, but I had this last year. It was a little bit too chocolatey for me, like not as well balanced, like Rick was saying. But I don't know. I think it's time I'm coming around to these. This is super good.
I think this beer has come around to your palate because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sweetness has dropped out a lot.
Because I remember showing up and you guys had like a little bit left. I think last year.
Mhm.
I was just like, oh man, like, oof, too much. But this is good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good.
sometimes why I don't like imperial stouts right away. Is they're so sweet.
They're so
sometimes.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes when you age them, I like them a lot better than right away.
Well, that sweetness drops out, and
Mhm.
then it just that's really when they're meant to be drank. Was like a year later on an
Mhm.
imperial stout is beautiful.
It's like the Central
Mhm.
Waters
They
paradox.
should almost just hold it another year so I don't have to.
Well, but
No,
it
that's
has
what
to
it's
be
the
aged
Central Waters
correct.
paradox. Because they make such a fantastic beer you can drink right away, but then you have to sit there and wait for a year
Well,
to see how much better it can actually
The nice
get.
thing is it's 11%, and so it's real easy to not drink an entire one.
Yeah.
You say that.
Yeah,
What
it
if you
is.
cracked one open? By
I mean,
yourself
don't get
at
me
night?
wrong. Carlos and I domed one between the two of us, and that was
That's
a
one.
night.
Between two people.
Yeah.
Like,
Like it's
This is
brutal.
That
And then
must
you
have
go to
been
bed.
before it turned to this then.
No, I probably was.
No, well, Carlos had some.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm sure.
Casey
Mostly
had
Casey.
more.
It really probably depends on what
Casey
day I
had,
was
like-
drinking it on.
That's true too.
Casey had like 3/4 of the bottle.
You're probably right.
At least.
Rick, Matt.
I wish I could taste that sweet part you guys were talking about, but I just tasted a burn
I suppose.
of bourbon on the back
Yeah,
of my
with
throat.
your
It
with
was-
your.
I was like, this is disgusting.
I
gave
thought
it
you
to
were a
Rick.
bourbon fan, man.
Yeah, but not chocolatey bourbon.
Mm.
All
Ooh,
that
chocolate
tastes-
bourbon.
Chocolatey bourbon.
it has
Actually,
like
that does sound
really
kinda
good, doesn't
it has like that. It had like that burn on the back of my throat, but I couldn't tell where the burn was coming from. I was like,
Yeah.
Well,
I
also my
legitimately-
risotto was really hot tonight too.
Dude,
so-
your risotto was so fucking
okay,
hot.
good. It wasn't
You
just
guys are a
me.
bunch of
I
pansies.
did like
I am
it,
a
though.
pussy.
That was good.
I would have
I
to
like
eat
the
like
flavor, but I just
Oh,
didn't
10
want the
bites
burn.
to find the spice.
I want
It was.
risotto.
And I'm making popping noises.
I just don't
with
like
my
I
risotto.
don't
penis.
like hot at
All right. Rick.
all. Central Waters is my favorite brewery, like hands down.
Well, it's because you're the bathroom king.
Well, it's not just that. Like, I love across the board Central Waters beers. Like, they don't make a bad beer, which is what I love. Like, I love that brewery, and this is no exception. Like, when we had it,
Trying to find the chat.
well, but you're
I've been
here.
looking. I've been looking for the chat.
When we had this, we went to the anniversary party. That's where you got this. And so, like, when we went there, it was good. But now, aged a year, this thing has mellowed out to like the perfect balance.
This
Like,
beer is beautiful right now. There's a little bit left if anybody wants some.
Oh, I want it.
It's like that
Jen, did you
Treehouse
want any more?
I'm
episode.
good.
Okay.
I want.
Did you want any more,
any
Miles?
Give it to
of
Rick.
can't.
No,
I gotta
Rick.
drive
Rick's
up
got
to
a
the
hard on
Hudson
right now.
yet
You need to
tonight.
give him
Dude,
that.
I have a boner.
But
for
I want
Central
some too.
Waters.
Like I already
I
gave him the
realize-
second pour.
No, it's fine. Whoever else wants some before me, take it.
That's all
but-
you, man.
Finish her up.
Whatever's left, I'll take because I love this beer. I love Central Waters. I realize that my perception is skewed because Central
Yeah.
Waters just gives me
No,
enormous erection.
So compared to when this
The beer
beer
action.
was fresh, I think this beer is aged really well.
that's what it's so well aged.
It's phenomenal. And so I've had 16, 17, and 18 in Black Gold.
Yeah.
17 sucked. Like
17
I
did
have
suck.
one bottle of 17 left, and it was eh. And
16 we had in the hot tub.
16 we had in the hot tub.
was
Plus,
good.
plus I had 16 on tap last year. It was a year old, and they have it on tap. That's the best part about the Central Waters anniversary party is they have
Oh yeah.
last year's anniversary beer paired with this year's.
Yeah.
And
We
so
need to go to that.
for
What,
$5
Central Waters?
each,
Yeah.
you guys are welcome to come. We go every year.
I know we have a couple of our friend of ours and
You're
his
gonna-
Yeah, he gets
they
he
go
gets the
every year.
he gets the VIP tickets though. Like he
I
gets to
think
go
he
early.
might
Oh,
get them
Jason and
through
Jill, yeah.
work. Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyways, they go every year too, and every year they're like, "You guys gotta go."
Yeah, I saw
It's-
Jason there last
it's
year.
a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Like once the crowd thins out after like the first hour, the first
Yeah.
hour is like busy
Yeah.
as fuck.
And then you just
But then
keep giving
people leave.
Rick dollars.
You can find work.
and yeah. Well, so
Yeah, it became a
Rick found two jobs because his other one was this is the first year they did it where you had to buy like a bottle ticket and then like a general admission ticket. And so Rick was only able to get a general admission ticket. So I got my what 6 bottles or 8 bottles
8
or whatever.
bottles,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
8.
I just kept giving Rick money and he kept going through the line and getting me more bottles because after all the ticket holders have their bottles, all the non-ticket holders can go through and buy 2 at a time.
So you kept giving me, but that was after the bathroom king.
After the bathroom king situation, so you're already hammered.
I
should have
was-
had a
Well, then
Oh.
Eric was walking around with shots of maple syrup and pouring them in people's beers.
Yeah, that pissed me off. No, Eric pissed me off because he walked up to me and poured maple syrup in my Black Gold without asking, and it made it taste like shit. And I was like, Eric, you're a fucking dick. Don't do that.
You should have
Yeah,
pushed him
he-
in the nuts.
Did he stop
Yeah,
after that?
dude, nut
No.
shot.
No, he didn't stop. He kept pouring it in other people's. He didn't pour any more in mine because I straight up was like, Eric, no.
He just
That
has like
tastes
a
fucking shit.
sugar addiction.
Yes,
but
he
also,
does.
I went there and I spent like $40, including the bottles
And you
I
were
bought.
hammed.
And I was fucking hammered because people
Oh.
kept bringing. I actually made more money than I spent, but people brought me beer. No, like I was standing like by the porta potties. They had this circle of porta potties, and I was like keeping track of which ones were empty and just ushering people to them, and they started tipping.
Not to cut
me.
the show, we've been talking about beer for an hour
No,
now.
it's fine.
So we need to do numbers quick.
9.5.
5.5.
God damn
Jen,
Moist.
8.5, and Matt says 5.
did Matt die?
I don't know.
Oh no, he went for a smoke.
Oh, he had to take a break. 8.9.
Rick?
Matt, what do you want to give it,
It's a
Matt?
I said
9.5.
5.
9.5.
9.5.
Thank you. Rick.
Oh, gotcha.
I will
thought you made that
also
up.
give it a 9.5. This beer is
5, huh, man?
delicious.
Yes. Wonderful beer.
All right, and it has a 95 on Beer Advocate. So,
Oh, we're
That's
right
pretty
on,
damn good.
right on par with it.
all right.
Well, I don't know.
Can
if
we
they
do the
have
show
same
again
curve you
like
do.
2 weeks from now when I'm not sick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people are making more out of my curve than there is to it. Like,
No, they are.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
The only reason we are is because you said 5 is a really solid beer.
no, I didn't say 5
Yes,
is a
you
really
did.
solid beer. I said 5 is a solid beer, not really solid.
Hello.
Hi.
4 years ago, when we started this show, we had a segment
Four, 7 years
called
ago.
well, we had a local news
I
segment.
was not ready for
I
this
don't remember.
Yeah, we
exposition.
did.
We
Yeah,
did.
We read the
Well,
police
we
feed
did.
every week.
I wasn't here. You did.
Yes, yes. And the bed for that segment was some motherfucking banjos.
The banjos!
I'm so glad they're back.
I missed them. I love the banjos.
So, this week in local news, or I guess in the past couple of months in local news, a man said to have had two female accomplices got away after allegedly trying to walk out of Family Fresh Market in downtown River Falls with a grocery cart filled with goods.
I read this.
This
one.
happened late Monday morning, October 24th. The man ditched his cart after realizing the store manager was behind him calling the police. He took off running for the woods behind the store and wasn't found. He was seen stripping off his black jacket as he ran. The jacket was recovered. 2 women had entered Family Fresh with the man. They eventually separated from him and bought a gallon of milk.
See,
Is
we
that-
bought something.
A 21-year-old Hudson man was arrested for disorderly conduct at a house in the 100 block of North 4th Street after 6 a.m. on Saturday. A woman called
Wait, that's my street.
from the house to say there was a
Here.
strange, loud man making noise outside and scaring her children.
Wait, what's this strange loud man?
Officers found the man very drunk
thought it was a
inside the
dream.
house's enclosed porch. The man thought it was Friday and that he was at a job site working in St. Paul.
28-year-old man.
He had no idea where he was or how he'd gotten there. After being arrested and booked at the police station, the man was told to find someone sober to come get him. He called his mom.
Aw.
She came.
Sorry, Mom,
Either
it's a
Pete or
2-hour
someone
drive,
who
but
works for my dad.
A 17-year-old River Falls boy was arrested for marijuana possession
Oh, you
at the
dirty
Renaissance Academy School Wednesday afternoon, September 21st. Police were called to the school for a skunky odor believed to be marijuana. That odor was traced to the boy's locker. Inside his jacket pocket was a sandwich bag filled with 11.7 grams of pot. Questioned, the boy said his aunt had brought him home for lunch. There, he allegedly smoked pot, got high, stuffed the marijuana in his pocket, forgot about it, and returned to school. The
Way to
boy
throw
denied.
your aunt under the bus.
Right,
Jesus.
The boy denied selling pot, but said he'd been smoking since age 8 or 9. He was given a $187 citation and released into the care of his aunt.
what happened to the pot?
Where the marijuana came from?
like here you go, nephew. Do you want to pack a bowl? Just like a pound of weed.
This should get you by.
Just
for
pack
today.
one out of that sack right there. That's a good one. That's my extra stash.
Or it's in the if you go upstairs, there's an Amazon box sitting up there. Yeah, you'll see it in there. Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Okay.
Officers cited 2 21-year-olds, a man and a woman, for public urination around 2:30 a.m. Saturday, September 10th,
Speaking of urination.
in the alley by the police station in the 100 block of East Elm Street. An officer on duty first heard this being called out by a man. "You're sexy." Then the officer heard this reply from a woman. "Shut up! Stop it!" Soon he came upon the two, their pants undone, urinating by the dumpster. The woman allegedly admitted that she lived close by and that they should have walked to her place to use the bathroom. The pair were described as a former couple and just friends now.
Oh,
They were each
Jesus.
given a $124 citation.
It's not bad.
And that ends local news.
That's fucking hilarious.
So that happens every weekend. Maybe that's why he stopped doing it.
Calling
Because he
people
felt like you were
sexy?
reading the same thing.
Casey, thank you for the banjos.
You're welcome.
There's always a public
Spectacular.
urination in River Falls.
There is always a public urination. I had to choose the best one. And I thought this one where they're like, no, we're a former couple.
I was
Was the
walking
best.
home at bar close the other weekend or
We
whatever.
And-
be together, but we're not together.
Go on, Matt.
Yeah, actually, that works perfectly. There's this guy and his friend or something just yelling belligerently down by the corner as I was walking to my apartment, and all of a sudden he just whips his dick out and starts pissing on that one like the building next to Domino's. It's like I don't know, international store kind of a store that's
Yeah.
downtown River Falls. He just whips his dick out and starts pissing all over the glass there, and I'm like, dude, there's a cop right over there. What are you doing? But the cop didn't see him. Like, what? Yeah, just piss right on Main Street. Go ahead.
Like they had pissed on IHOP,
Well, if you can get away with it.
the Waffle House. store.
I did piss outside Shooters one day.
Fuck it.
I think we peed on a church.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
Casey.
That's me.
At the hour and a half mark.
Yep.
Jeez, we just started
This
the news.
is not
Oh,
surprising. This is how our anniversary.
Yeah, this is
shows
kind of
go.
how anniversary shows go. A Florida man is facing a charge of battery after police said he pulled out his glass eye while in a hospital and then hurled it at a doctor and a nurse.
That's great.
Double A.
The
triple A?
suspected.
Wait, doctor and a nurse? Like,
Yep, it
hit one
bounced.
and then it bounced? Okay, go on.
Two
the,
healthcare professionals, one stone.
the suspected glass hole is Edward Michael Dorsey, a 54-year-old living in Largo, Florida. Dorsey was arrested on a domestic battery charge earlier that morning that may have been influenced by drugs and alcohol. Officers took Dorsey to the local hospital to be evaluated by emergency room staff. He was about to be discharged and taken to the county jail for booking. That's when he took out his glass eye. Even the hospital personnel and a police officer told him not to. According to the police report, Dorsey ignored those orders and said, in true Florida man style, "I can do whatever I feel like doing."
28.
He then allegedly hurled the glass eye at the ER doctor and the nurse, but it's unclear whether it hit anyone. Still, the officers tacked on a
Nobody
charge
can
of battery
see.
on an emergency medical care provider to the existing domestic battery charge. He's currently behind bars on a $30,000 bail, $5,000 of which is for the alleged eye tossing.
So if that like gets chipped, does he like just use a like giant marble as a replacement?
I don't see why not.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think it's perfectly round. It has to be oval, right?
I feel like you'd have to clean it off.
Well, I mean that yeah. If it doesn't get chipped, then you probably should clean it off a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a
mean,
very
your
serious
marble, too.
question for you guys. If you guys had a glass eye, would you ever try sticking a Nerf dart to it?
Yeah.
Sticking a Nerf dart to a glass eye. I've stuck a Nerf
Yeah.
dart to my real eye.
I mean,
Why
I
would
cleaned
you
it
do
up.
that?
I've never done that.
I have. Yeah, it's fine.
And I'd leave it there so like I could like look around and just be like boop, 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 boop.
No,
I'd go
I
out in
don't know,
public like that.
but-
Like I'd forget about it maybe.
You would, because I mean
well, you couldn't close your eye all the way. I feel like you'd notice.
Yeah, but
you're just winking the entire
Depends how
time.
drunk you are. Like, girls just hammered.
if I
enough,
spent
you
the
know,
whole
remember-
if I spent the whole morning with it on my eyeball, maybe I forgot about it at that point.
What are you doing that you're spending entire mornings with Nerf darts stuck to your fucking eye? What does your morning look like? I want.
Dude, I'm watching the live stream,
I
and
wish I had that.
Miles
kind
is
of
still
time.
sitting there.
Yeah, no, there's a delay.
A super delay.
I thought
Like,
it was like
oh,
a 30
he's still
second.
down?
No, it's
Nope.
gotten worse with YouTube. They're
Oh,
not.
has it?
Yeah.
Well,
Police
hello from the future.
in Boynton Beach, Florida, arrested a man on Halloween who was allegedly driving his car completely naked. Well, naked except for the electrical wires protruding from his penis. A witness called police Monday night after he saw the
Give her
allegedly
a
naked
go.
man driving a Toyota slowly through a neighborhood. The suspect, later identified
Slowly.
as 56-year-old Kurt Jenkins, allegedly drove by the witness and gestured at his own groin area. That witness told police he saw an electric device with wires attached to Jenkins' penis. Jenkins allegedly asked the man to get in the car. The man declined, but took a photo of Jenkins all wired up. The witness said he also saw Jenkins driving through the neighborhood several times, reportedly slowing as children walked by. Police said that when they stopped Jenkins' car, he exited wearing only a pair of red shorts. Jenkins refused to get on the ground, so one officer took him down by grabbing his wrist and utilizing what was described in the police report as a straight arm bar takedown. He suffered facial injuries as a result. Officers brought the victim to the scene and positively ID'd Jenkins as the person who exposed himself. But Jesus Christ, why would you put
So it didn't
electrical wires?
explain why he had wires on his dick.
But they knew they
No.
could not use tasers on him.
He
was
so they
immune
don't
to
know
them.
why he had his dick wired up.
He's
Yeah.
proving himself.
Proving
What?
himself to do what? To wire his
Carlos,
dick
like
up?
Carlos said, they can't use tasers on him.
Ridiculous dick.
Yeah,
If he can take electrical wires, to
like
the
he's
dick,
just gonna get
our
horny
tasers are
if they start
useless.
tasing him.
Exactly.
Just
It would only make it
full-blown
worse.
erection.
They'll go into a rage.
Electronic stimulation.
Our final story, our final Florida story, but not our final story. A squirrel went wild in Florida, in a Florida senior center on Thursday afternoon, injuring 3 people and prompting an unusual 911 call. We had a squirrel that entered our building, and it's in our activity room, the caller said in an audio posted online. It's jumping on people and biting them and scratching them. We need help. It's not clear. It's not clear how the squirrel got into Sterling Court, a retirement community in Deltona, located between Orlando and Daytona. The creature began its attack on people outside. It latched onto one person, then was thrown into the facility, where it continued its rampage. Several voices could be heard in the background as the caller tried to ask the 911 dispatcher for help. I feel lightheaded. I don't feel good, someone said. They got people. It's still in there. The woman on the call asked for help. It's still in there, and people are bleeding. Another person in the background then said the squirrel had been tossed out. All 3 squirrel attack victims were released from the hospital and are doing well. It is not known what happened to the squirrel.
A bunch of old people just under siege from a squirrel.
Fucking zombie squirrel.
It's like-
where was this at?
Florida.
It's like Christmas
Well,
vacation.
No, like what sort of
Oh,
facility?
A retirement home.
Oh yeah.
Little sap.
Fucking
So yeah, the
squirrel's
old
like,
people
I'm
can't
taking
move
all
very
those
fast
hard
either,
candy.
so they're
They don't have the reflexes to fight off a squirrel
Yep.
anymore.
A Kansas State University student claims he had a Kit Kat candy bar stolen from his car by a hungry thief with a sweet tooth. Hunter Jobbins, what a ridiculous name,
Jobbins gonna get a jobby.
tweeted a photo of the note purportedly left by the candy burglar. The note says
I
the
saw
suspect
this.
took the treat and nothing else. The note said, saw a Kit Kat in your cup holder. I love Kit Kat, so I checked your door and it was unlocked. Did not take anything other than the Kit Kat. I'm sorry and hungry.
He should have said my blood sugar was low. I'm sorry.
Seems like a pretty big bummer for Jobbins, who claimed that he left his car for like maybe 15 minutes, man.
I saw that on Reddit.
Yep.
It's
Career.
great. It's the best stealing ever.
CareerBuilder.com recently published an article that compiled labor market data from the largest 53 metropolitan areas in the U.S. to evaluate how well they do in a zombie outbreak. The cities were scored on 8 different factors in 4 categories: defense against the virus, ability to contain the virus, chances of finding a cure, and likelihood to outlast the epidemic with an ample food supply. The winning city was Boston, with a total score of 48.33. Our local area of Minneapolis came in 10th with a score of 30.84, and the worst city to be caught in is NYC with a score of 8.69.
That
See,
makes
I figure
sense.
it'd be like New Jersey that'd be like the best one. Because it's already a hellhole. Maybe they wouldn't notice.
It's just a garbage can next to the ocean.
Carlos's hate
Carlos,
of
do
NYC.
you know any cities in New Jersey, or do you just know that it's a state that people
No,
hate?
Carlos
Say.
fucking
Well,
hates
it's
Jersey.
inhabited.
You know,
That's
actually,
real.
speaking of states, like, does anybody else ever forget that New Hampshire is a state?
New
How about
Hampshire- New
Connecticut?
Hampshire?
How about Connecticut?
How
I thought
about
they
New
were-
Hampshire?
I thought they were in the UK.
Carlos.
No, that's Old Hampshire.
So listening through her quotes, Carlos.
Did you
hates
go get
New
candy?
Jersey.
She came down with
No.
candy.
I was in the bathroom too.
Carlos
And I only
in
grabbed
February declared his hate of New Jersey. I was listening through old episodes.
We'll talk about this in a
It's really
minute.
arbitrary.
Wait, we still have the quote game, right?
Yeah,
No,
we sell the cocaine.
This isn't included in the quotes.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like I
forgot that was
noticed
the thing.
Carlos
Yes.
talking about how much he hates.
It's
We
a
have-
safe
We
target.
better hurry the fuck
He's
up.
never
we have
been
one
there.
more news story that we're
No.
going to play the cocaine.
But
then
he
we're out of here.
challenges others to if they've been
Sound like
there
that broke.
to
It
tell him
hurt.
if it's
Would you like
Okay.
some?
An unemployed mother of four says she is suing Resorts World Casino in Queens, New York City, after a slot machine indicated she won $43 million, but all she got was a steak dinner. I feel like they did me real dirty, Katrina Bookman told the New York Daily News in a story published on Wednesday. In August, Bookman thought she had won the life-changing jackpot on the slot. When a message on the monitor said, printing cash ticket, $43 million, 949,000, yada, yada, yada.
Just take a picture of
She
the
took
screen?
she took a selfie with her glowing face next to the words, I couldn't believe him, Bookman told the Daily News. My body went numb. That's when the stunning reversal of fortune began. Casino personnel and security escorted her off the floor and told her to return the next day for the decision regarding her jackpot. When Bookman returned, a casino rep told her that she had won nothing because the machine had malfunctioned.
What?
A message on all slot machines states, malfunctions void all pays and plays.
Wow.
In lieu of a lifetime security, she was offered a steak dinner, which she declined. The machine takes your money when you lose. It ought to pay you when you win. Her attorney, Alan Ripka, told the station. Ripka said the casino should at least dole out the Sphinx machine's supposed maximum payout of $6,500.
Nope.
Outlets noted that New York State Gaming Commission said that Bookman has a right to just $2.25 in winnings.
Wow.
Should have taken that steak
Yeah,
dinner.
Yeah, no, she should have because she's not gonna fucking. And she's not gonna fucking win it
Oh God, no.
because I used to fix slot machines for a casino. No,
That's
not
so
paying you.
crazy.
they're not
Wow.
paying you that money.
That'd be the most depressing thing.
Oh yeah, like what? Like I won 40. Oh, I want a steak.
That's
I'd burn that
that's
mother down.
called casinos. That's
Wow.
depressing. Don't go.
That's why you don't play slots.
Yeah, no. Well, don't play anything at a casino because it's not designed for you to win.
No.
That's why it
Unless
exists.
unless you're playing
not
against other
supposed to
people.
win.
Like
And even if you win, you can still lose. I guess.
Well, yeah, no. The machine says like malfunction voids all plays for a reason because they don't want to pay for that shit. They're not going to pay for it.
well, especially if the max jackpot is like $6,500 and it says 43.
Yeah.
Like then there's definitely something fishy going on.
Yeah.
Like she should have read the fine print.
Yep. No.
What a dumb.
You're not,
Also,
you're not getting
also,
shit. Casinos
what
are
kind
not
of
generous.
unemployed single mother is in a fucking casino?
That's pretty much the clientele.
Or
To
old
be
retired
honest.
people.
And
Ever
not-
been
not-
to a trailer park? Casey?
Not just a casino in Queens.
It
Like,
doesn't, and like
fucking
wherever you
A.
are, that's the clientele. Like from working in one, that's the clientele.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, when Pete gets back, we will begin the quote game. But before
Wait, what are you doing, Pete?
he's
He's
gonna
gonna take a pee.
yeah, he's gonna take a pee quick. Before that, I just want to talk for a minute about the work behind the quote game.
Yeah,
Because
that's fair.
Rick decided that this year he wanted to run it, and
Yep.
I handed it over super readily.
Yeah.
I may have been too eager about it, but he wasn't suspicious. So how brutal was it listening to
Well-
an entire year's worth of DOO back to back?
No, the thing is like, I typically listen to almost every podcast that we put out. I listen to them just because I have like an insane like need to make sure we're putting out quality shit. Like I need to listen to it and make sure nothing's wrong with it.
Mhm.
But also I enjoy like just reviewing it and like listening to it. Like it's fun. Because I get bored and I don't have shit to do because I'm a piece of shit. So I listen to it and it's enjoyable. But I had found probably about like 2 months ago, like I had found probably like 4 or 5 quotes that I thought would be super great for the quote game. So I was like, I might as well do it. So I told you that I had taken over. And you gave it up to me very quickly. Like you were like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, that's weird, like how quickly he gave it up. But I realized just because it's so much fucking work. Like sifting through every episode to find quotes is so hard, especially because not all of the stuff that's funny in the episodes is quote worthy. Like because there's a lot of back and forth in our episodes, like you can't have good one-liners off of everything. Like, because a lot of it, like the example that I gave earlier when Casey and I were talking, is when Zach in February asked, "What's your favorite thing to drink with your meal?" and Matt said French fries. Because Matt wasn't paying attention and didn't hear the word drink. Like, that was the funniest thing. One of the funniest things I've ever heard. It was like, "What's your favorite thing to drink?" Casey, burgers.
No, I said beer.
Casey, beer. Matt, French
French
fries. Like,
I do not remember that at all.
no, well,
It was almost a year ago.
yeah, no, it's like it was in February. But
Yeah.
like, so like, there's so many funny things that happen, but you can't quote everything that happens because the quote game is all about like one-liners, like taken out of
I
context.
feel like that's one of the
one line.
episodes Anne at the bar listened to actually too, because I feel like she mentioned something about French fries. To me.
It was fucking hilarious because you were so confident.
French
What's your favorite thing to drink? Beer. French fries. Like,
And I'm still mad I didn't get those French fries with my champagne chicken today.
Yeah, dude,
your
those
own
French fries
damn
went way
fault,
better than
dude.
risotto. All right, so I
Uh,
think we are finally ready to begin the quote game,
Yes.
okay.
which is how we signal we're getting towards the end of
Yeah.
the anniversary broadcast.
So like the quote game this year,
I got the score sheet, by the way.
we have 15 quotes. I didn't get any. Well, we didn't have a lot of guests this year.
We did
So,
not know.
I didn't get any quotes from guests. The only other person who's not staff who's in here is Zach. So just
So it's
everyone
just
knows.
staff and patrons.
Right. So it's like we don't have any guests, like nothing to throw you guys off. Like everything's the people who you would expect to be
who are
on
in
the
this
show.
room right now, and then Zach.
Right.
Okay,
Probably not Jen.
probably not Jen.
No, we don't have any quotes from Jen.
I'm only here like once.
I know.
Yeah, she was here twice.
This is the third time this year.
You were here twice this year.
Oh,
The more you know.
the more you know.
So that's so now everyone
Okay.
knows who's
Yep.
in it.
Right. All right.
Okay.
What is the
So-
first quote?
The first quote is, "Well, your vanilla beans are probably just anus glands from something, some animal." Well, your vanilla beans are probably just anus glands from something, some animal.
Are we doing the thing where we're staggering the start each time?
We can. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as
Who
someone
guesses
else keeps
first?
track of
Yeah,
it.
no, all right. So yeah, so I'll answer this one first, and then Carlos will answer the next
Okay.
one. We'll just kind of stagger.
Somebody's
around.
got to keep
Yeah.
score, though.
I am also keeping score.
Okay.
All right. I think I said that one.
Okay.
Because I was talking about beaver anal glands and how they are artificial vanilla flavored.
Well, you just gave it. Now we're all
Well,
gonna guess that.
Yeah, Casey
should just
sounds
say
like,
it.
he sounds pretty confident about that. I was just gonna say Zach, but I'm gonna go.
If
with
you
Casey
if you
then.
know it's you, you shouldn't give any details on it.
I think it's me. I don't know that it's
Because
me.
now I remember.
You can say whatever you
You
want.
can say whatever you want. I could be
Okay.
lying to you.
But I'm trying.
like
to
I'm gonna
win.
remember something that happened more than 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Jen could play too. What do you? Who do
Yeah,
you
no,
think?
no, Jensen, yeah. So all right. Carlos, who do you guess?
What-
Oh, Casey.
Yeah, now I'm gonna say Casey.
Yeah, Casey said that.
I was. It was either Carlos or Casey, but Casey's much more straightforward with his kind of like comments. Like, what was the end of that comment?
The end of
The end?
Yeah, the last part of that.
Well, it's,
I didn't say.
well, your vanilla beans are probably just anus glands from something.
That sounds like something
some
Casey would
animal.
say, just like straight up. Well, your anus glands are blah blah blah. Where Carlos would be, he would say something like that. So I'm going to say Casey.
Everybody settled on your answers?
Yes.
Hit us with it.
And
it.
then
Oh, hang on.
And
Let
then
me
it's
unmute
me.
you. Stop it.
Yeah, no.
And then it's
you're
me.
good.
All right, go.
Well, your vanilla beans are probably just anus.
I can barely hear
Yeah,
that.
that's
I don't know
gotta
if
be
it's
some
just
Animal.
me.
Ah,
Yeah, no, you need to, turn that back up. Okay, you ready?
Well,
plains.
your vanilla beans
Or
are
maybe
probably just anus
glands from some animal.
See, I would never jump from vanilla beans to anus glands.
All right, I will stop giving so much information. So I didn't actually think it was me. I thought it was Carlos.
That's fine. Well, it's not that like that was probably one of the easiest to guess. All right. Are you guys ready for number 2?
Yeah.
Gotta keep that prostate healthy. Gotta keep
just say what you're
that
guessing.
prostate healthy.
Carlos, we're starting with you.
I'm gonna go with Matt.
That's probably what I guessed.
I was gonna guess the same thing.
I'm gonna say Rick.
I'm guessing Matt.
I'm gonna guess myself too.
I'm gonna go with Carlos.
Okay.
Gotta keep that prostate healthy.
Zach.
God damn it!
I think it was either Matt or Zach.
I forgot about Zach. When I think about prostates, I do think about Zach.
Like I knew that like Zach was pretty likely to be an option.
I just
Sorry,
figured
Zach.
Carlos was responding to something.
Sorry about that.
It was
Zach.
Zach. It was
That's
Zach.
Zach.
And Zach had just mentioned that what he had done this last week was masturbate every day.
Oh, gotta keep that prostate healthy. Yeah.
That clicks now.
Yep. All right.
Oh, dear.
So nobody got a point. on
Nobody got that one.
No, sorry,
Number
Zach.
3. See, what she should have done was just fucking punch the hell and then come right out of its asshole. Again, see, what she should have done was just fucking punch the hell and then come right out of its asshole.
Jen, we're starting with you.
Rick.
I'm going with Matt.
I'm gonna go with Zach.
I'm going with Rick.
We just did. I'm gonna go with Rick.
See what
Everything
she
tries to kill you.
should have done.
Guys!
Punch the
hell
shark
and
and then come right out of its asshole.
That's
was
Matt.
me?
That's Matt.
What was
That
Zach
just
talking
sounds
about?
like such a rich quote.
You guys were talking
I thought I heard
about.
Matt saying that.
So,
sometime.
Matt, you're
ma-
fucked up, man.
what you guys were talking about was some lady got bit on the hand. It was in the news segment.
Oh,
Some lady got
yeah.
bit, and Matt was saying that she should have punched through the shark and out of its asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
But listen to the quote again, and your guys' reaction is fantastic.
Should have done was just fucking
Punch the
hell
shark.
and then come right out of its asshole because it's 2 feet long.
Well, what?
Pete's reaction. Well,
well.
Was that one of the episodes where
That
Matt showed up
coulda
drunk?
worked.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think in our defense, though, like, you probably didn't think that he was talking about the fist coming up the
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Put me down for a point there, Casey.
Or did you guess
Yeah,
Matt?
yeah, he did.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Pete's in the lead with 2.
I was very confident about that one too.
All right, number 4.
Oh dear.
This one should be somewhat easy. There is fuckery afoot on Madeline Island.
That's Rick.
That's Rick.
That's Rick.
That's Rick.
I'm gonna say Casey.
Just in case.
Rick says fuckery.
There is fuckery afoot on Madeline Island. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
Rick.
Charles.
Fucking Charles, man.
Dude, he brought friends.
He brought a racking bear.
He brought a fucking
A bear
bear
can.
too. He hired the big guns.
All right. Quote number 5. Jesus Christ, beaver anus is in everything.
Is that
Jesus
You're
Christ,
not first.
who's starting?
beaver anus
Matt.
is
Matt
in
is starting.
everything.
I'm guessing Carlos because he probably got fed up with the conversation of beaver anus.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know.
I
I
don't.
want to
think,
go with Pete.
I don't think I was on this.
Oh, wait, no,
episode.
no. Pete, I don't think Pete was on that episode.
Was this one of their 2 episodes?
How do you even know?
I'm going to
it
go with
wasn't.
Carlos.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Matt.
I'm going with Carlos.
I'm gonna go with
Sorry.
Carlos.
Sorry, I'm going with Carlos too.
Okay. Do we have who everyone picked?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, beaver anus is in every.
God damn
Oh.
it!
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ, beaver anus is in everything.
I was really fixated on beef anus that episode.
Yeah, you were.
Apparently.
All right.
Well, I had just learned that artificial vanilla is made with beaver anus.
Yeah, I do. I remember that now.
Oh, is in everything.
And I
Yeah.
still
I
eat
thought you
vanilla
said isn't
shit.
everything, like somebody got fed
Yeah.
up with it.
Oh no, I tried
Is
to
in
I tried to enunciate because it's hard to like.
I got you.
Yeah, I thought it was like somebody complaining, like, damn, stop talking about beaver anus. It's not everything.
I do love vanilla.
All right, number 6. Get your fingers in it.
Can you repeat that, please?
Get your fingers in it. Number 6.
I feel like. Who's-
Get your fingers in
Who's
it.
starting this one?
I'm gonna go with Pete.
I was kind
It's
of thinking
Casey.
that too.
Casey's starting it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go with Zach.
I'm gonna go with Pete.
No, I feel like I might have said that, but I could be entirely wrong. So I'm gonna go with Zach.
I feel like it's either you or me, like commenting on something.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go with Pete.
I'd get that
Yeah.
creepy.
Ready?
Just gotta get your
I mean,
fingers
I'm
in
capable of saying that. Just saying. Get your fingers in it.
Oh!
Who guessed
Oh
Pete?
God, I said it all like
I did.
weird too.
Yeah,
Like get
no.
your fingers in it.
Somebody was trying to fish something out of their beer.
Oh yeah, I would totally say that. Get your fingers in it.
Oh.
Get your fingers in it. Oh. Oh, get your fingers in it.
It was me, Jen, and Matt. Guess Pete.
I didn't even
Alright.
guess
Who'd you guess,
myself.
Carlos?
I did not
Zach.
get it. I
Okay.
guessed.
Can you get?
Which one?
I just the right tap.
Hey man, we have some more Schwartz beer.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
there's
give me
there's
that
shit on tap.
instead.
Do you want to touch that?
He already had a pint of it.
No, I don't want.
Dude,
to have
did you keg that
13%
beer that you and what's his face made?
I'm going to soon.
Oh,
I gotta do that this week.
Go. All right.
I was gonna do it today,
This
but
is
then
a way
I ran
better
out of time.
idea.
I know
than a
because
pint
you're
of
gonna
that.
you're gonna get a pint of the other shit,
Yeah.
and that's a bad idea.
No, it's not a good idea. Okay.
oh, get your
Are we
fingers in
ready
it.
for quote number 7? That was my favorite
Oh.
quote of this whole thing.
That's a gross one.
It's get your fingers in it.
Jen really likes it.
When you get your fingers in it.
So this is here's
How-
quote number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7. So what is the system where you take your candidates, you put them in a cannon, and then you fire them into the sun?
Carlos, we're gonna start with you on that one.
Oh, it was me or Carlos because we really got into this one. Sorry, I should have just kept my mouth shut.
This
there.
got intense.
It was pretty intense.
I'm gonna go with me because I like that idea. I like putting them in a cannon and shooting them into the sun.
Can you repeat the quote?
So what is the system where you take your candidates, you put them in a cannon, and then you fire them into the sun?
What did Carlos say?
He said Carlos.
You said it?
Yeah, I think I said it.
I said he said.
I'll go with Carlos.
Yeah, I'm going Carl. It's either Carlos or me because like I agreed with him 100% after he said it. So I think it's Carlos.
I think it's Carlos.
Carlos.
Oh, hang on. I gotta turn this one.
Yeah, I lied.
This
I
one was
remembered saying this
poorly
100%.
leveled.
So, what is the system where you take your candidates, you put them in a cannon, and then you fire them into the sun?
I just love how he ended it
Yes.
into the sun.
Right afterwards, I was like,
Uh,
yes, we
current
need that.
current scores are Casey 4, Carlos 3, Jen 3, Pete 4, Matt 4.
Oh shit.
All right. Quote number 8. This is a simple one. Don't fuck vans, kids.
What? How is that simple?
Don't fuck vans, kids.
Who's
Jen, we're starting
this
with you?
Jen?
Rick.
Yeah, I'm going Rick too.
Sure.
Carlos.
Casey.
Don't fuck fans, kids.
God damn it!
Was that Casey?
Don't fuck fans, kids.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Casey.
me.
Casey's
That's
turning
so
into
weird.
Rick. Everything that I think Rick said
Hey,
has been Casey.
Take that back!
Hey, I thought it was just Casey was giving out useless public safety announcements.
Yeah.
Carlos, were you the
No,
only one who said me?
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys were
you go.
talking about the news again, where a man saw a red van
Oh, and
and
he
tried to
fucked
fuck
it?
the grill. And then he was caught in the yard. And Casey was like, "Don't fuck fans, kids. That's the lesson."
At least go for like
At least
the
there's a
exhaust. That
lesson.
makes more sense.
I know, like, why would you fuck the grill of a van? I mean, yeah, it's Bagley slot like, but
All
Hey,
right.
Hey, you're a kid.
this was a grown ass man.
So we're getting down to the
28-year-old
real
man.
shit here. Are you guys ready for quote 10?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Can I fit this in my butthole with the tortilla?
Okay, that's me, right?
Can I
We're going.
fit
we're
this-
starting with
We're
you.
going Zach.
Can I fit this in my butthole with the tortilla?
Well, either myself, probably
They're
Zach.
both questions. So what did you say, Pete?
Zach.
That?
Pete.
Pete.
Rick.
Thank you.
Zach.
Thanks.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Can I fit this in my butthole with the tortilla?
Zach quote.
I know. I was
Can I
hoping
fit
I
this in
didn't
my
say it. With the
Are
tortilla.
Who
you
said Pete?
embarrassed?
I know
You
you
guys were
did.
talking about putting
Not
meth.
at all.
You guys were talking about putting meth in burritos. I don't know why he said that.
Because the best way to
I
get
was
meth
worried it
is
was
to
gonna
shove
be
it up
me.
your asshole.
Can we get that as a ringtone
like,
so I can say it's my
that-
text thing?
No, I was actually planning on doing that, but I didn't do it yet because I didn't want to give it away.
Oh, they're like tossing a couple.
Can I fit this in my butthole? With the tortilla?
Yeah, and then at the end of it, you're like, yeah,
No.
put your fingers
Oh,
in
put your
there.
fingers in Oh, put your fingers in it.
The with the tortilla thing makes it the best.
Can I fit this in my butthole? With the tortilla? Fingers in it. Put your fingers in it.
And
I'm
then
gonna
just
make
throw in the
millions.
clip of like Carlos being like, I like meat in my mouth.
I'm jerking and driving.
Jerking and driving!
I may have said that.
What do you mean you may have?
Put this in my butthole.
With the tortilla?
The tortilla.
So with the tortilla.
I didn't say these things.
But there's
Bullshit.
audio proof.
That's bullshit.
Well,
Trying to
Bullshit.
frame me. This is rigged.
listen, Pete.
Bullshit.
First, right now, are
Can I fit this in my butthole? With the tortilla?
scores right now
No.
are Casey has 5, Carlos has 4, Jen has 3, Pete has 4, and Matt has 5.
God.
Man, you suck.
All right. So that one actually was quote number 10, but we skipped quote number 9.
Way
So-
to go.
It's fine. It's fine. I've got them all lined up. It doesn't matter. So,
Just not in order.
quote number 9. Sorry, I derailed your olive conversation, but I didn't care about it.
Who are we starting with now? Matt?
I'm gonna say, well, me and Carlos, you don't like olives, do you?
Sure.
Sorry, I derailed your olive conversation.
Because I hate olives,
but I
too.
didn't care about it.
I would say Carlos.
They're good on sandwiches.
Carlos.
I'm going with Rick.
Oh, was it Rick that hates olives?
Casey.
I personally love green olives.
I'm going with Carlos on this.
Sorry I derailed your olive conversation, but I didn't care about it.
Damn it, Rick.
I was talking to Casey because he was going on and on about these olives. Like
Blue
two
cheese
trucks
stuffed olives?
collided and had bread and lunch meat. And then he was talking about olives for like a half hour, and I was like, I don't fucking
Was it
care.
blue cheese?
Yeah,
olives?
if
Were they
somebody's-
blue cheese
if
olives?
somebody's
No,
gonna like,
no, they weren't. Regular
Somebody's gonna
olives.
cut you off like that. It's Rick.
Well, yeah, no, but you would also
Sorry
say
I
the same,
derailed your olive conversation, but I didn't care about it.
like, the didn't care about it is
I'm-
something Carlos would definitely
Yeah,
say.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's valid. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
we're
wait, wait.
I'm all for having
I
olives
accidentally
on sandwiches.
played something.
You played the next one.
I missed it.
Ooh, shit, me too. I haven't-
Yeah, no.
Review the
that's-
tape!
That's why I screamed.
Review the.
We better do
All
it
right.
again. Better play that bet again.
Yeah, we will. Once you guess.
Wait, hand.
bitch.
Did anybody guess Rick?
I did.
Yeah,
Damn it,
Carlos guessed
Carlos.
me.
Damn it.
Carlos was the only one. All right. Quote number 11. Wait, are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I keep.
Read that again.
Wait, are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I keep?
Okay.
Who's starting it?
Carlos.
No,
Casey.
I am starting
Casey
it.
is.
Jesus, this one's hard because
It is.
Wait, are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like?
I'm gonna
spare
go with
ones that I
Carlos.
keep?
Were we talking about lawyers or something?
You're
I'm
gonna
with
have to
Carlos.
guess.
Carlos is the only one I
I'm-
can think of that would have spare arms and legs.
I'm going with Carlos.
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 I'm going with Pete.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
You might.
Are we talking about would I lose one of my
Damn it.
arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I
What?
I keep? What?
What?
Casey's alarm in that quote. It's like, I live with you. Wait, what?
Are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I keep? What?
Casey's just like, how much trouble might I get in for this?
That means we got as much context as he did in that moment.
No, that came out of nowhere. It really did. It was when Zach was asking you guys random questions, and he's like, "Would you rather lose an arm or leg?" And Carlos was like, "I'm a serial killer."
But his head isn't shaped like Miles's.
I got extras.
All right. Quote number 12. The only thing more annoying than a crying baby is a mother who doesn't know why her baby is crying, so she can shut it the fuck up. The only thing more annoying than a crying baby is a mother who doesn't know why her baby is crying, so she can shut it the fuck up.
I'm not
Sounds like
that
something
smart.
I would say, but I'm not quite.
Yeah, I was gonna guess.
Carlos,
I don't know actually. I'm gonna go with Rick.
Jen.
We all pretty much hate babies. So it's,
The only person who wouldn't say it is Matt. 'Cause he likes babies for some fucking reason.
Rick.
Going Casey.
Yeah, it's either Casey or Zach. I feel Casey.
I'm gonna go Rick.
The only thing more annoying
God
than a
damn
crying
it.
baby is a mother who doesn't know why her baby is crying, so she can shut it the fuck up.
You really
The
are
only
a
thing
dick.
Well,
more
I'm a
annoying than
terrible
crying
person.
baby is a mother who doesn't know why her baby is crying, so she can shut it the fuck up.
You are a
That was
dick.
just so matter of fact there.
it's very agreeable, though.
It's like you were reading off something, except
I
you weren't.
He's used
No,
to
he was,
cursing out
he was,
babies.
he was leading into a news story with his own lead-in, is what it was.
Oh,
So
okay.
you were talking about like
Oh.
people, babies crying, but that
Who-
was
who guessed
you made
me?
up that lead-in.
I did.
I did too.
And yeah, I knew two people did. All right.
Matt is at 7. He's in the lead.
Oh, really? Even though I lost the last two?
I thought he guessed Zach on that last one.
No, I said Zach
said
or
Ca-
Casey, and then I said Casey.
Yeah, he said Casey on the
He
last
finalized.
Flopping.
All
Flip
right.
flopper like Trump.
So there's 15. We're on quote 13 now.
I'm sorry, I need to go with a more relevant thing for my last sentence there. Like John Kerry. Flip flopper motherfucker. All right, sorry.
All right, carry on.
That's pretty bad.
All right.
Very timely,
Quote
Casey.
number
I know.
13. Quote 13. Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit. Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
It's like, okay, that's me, Rick. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's me or Rick. I'm just saying.
I'm like,
Jen, we're starting with you.
I was.
Pete.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I'm gonna
Can I see
say.
a waffle stomper?
I'm gonna say. I think I said that. Sorry about
Uh,
that.
okay, I'm taking a shower. Okay, I'm taking a shit.
Who talks about taking a
Well, it's
shit?
like when you're taking
me
the
or Rick?
It's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
Do you want to know why I think this is Peter?
Yeah, actually.
I think this is Peter because I recently found out that he uses our removable shower head as a bidet.
How else would you use it?
Okay, if you're
pretty
hey,
fucking great.
everybody shut the fuck up. If your shower head was on a big long thing, you would use it to like hit every crevice of your body, right?
I
Why
do
not
too.
the butthole?
Oh, I absolutely do. Pete,
Yeah,
do.
no, oh yeah, 100%.
Thank you.
I mean,
I
I just
agree.
think it's hilarious. I just remember
What,
the
you don't
first time
clean
I
your
saw
The
butthole
that.
all
difference is,
Yeah, you gotta
the
clean your
difference
butthole.
here, Jen, is that you don't take shits in the shower. You just clean your butthole with the shower.
No, but
head.
it just
Oh,
makes
right,
me
right.
think that this is something that would come out of his mouth.
It might.
Maybe.
He's
I don't know. I kind of think
involved.
it might be Rick.
All right. So what did we say?
They both said Peter.
Yeah.
I'll say Peter too, I guess.
I'm gonna go different, and I think it's Pete, but I'm gonna go with Rick.
I'm going
Just
to go
in
with
case.
Rick.
It's probably for the best.
Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm
God
taking a
damn it,
shit.
it was Pete.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no, take the shit.
So
Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
would you say, Pete?
That's 3.
Oh,
The
except
way he
Pete.
says it is my favorite.
Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
He's
Like
totally.
it's something that's happened to him
he's
multiple
ex-
times.
Well,
yeah,
you can't
he's
control it.
accepted the fate. Like,
Are we-
it's- Oh,
Oh, well.
I'm taking a
Are we
shit.
talking
I
about the
guess it's
conversation
happening.
where
shitting.
like you have to poop after you get done with the shower and
No,
somehow-
actually, what's funny
You're
about
supposed
that
to
quote?
sit on your phone and shit before you get in the
No,
shower.
Well, yeah, but
Exactly.
sometimes you can't
Well,
get it out. Then you
normally
go
I
take a
would.
shower and then
And then you have
like,
to
get done
waffle
with it. You're
stomp
like,
it, and
"Shit."
it's just a problem.
What I loved about that quote was that people were talking about peeing in the shower. Pete slid that in, and nobody even noticed. Like, it never got addressed in the episode, and it was one of the best quotes of the year. Like, he said it.
Oh,
He
I'm
said-
taking a shit.
Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
Nobody
Nobody
even noticed he said it.
reacted
No,
to it.
nope, no one said it. No one noticed.
That's right, bitches.
Because people were talking about peeing in the shower, and that's normal. Everyone pees in the shower.
I've never peed in the shower.
Well,
You're
you
missing
You
out.
should. It's
I don't
wonderful.
Only
shower.
public.
Well, it's like when you're in the shower. It's like, oh no, I'm taking a shit.
But everyone, like after that, thought he said, "Oh, I'm taking a pee," and everyone just went on, and like Pete totally slid in the shitting in the shower thing. No one noticed.
Yeah. Well, hey.
It was.
Well,
That's,
Jen, now you
like
know.
I love that quote. It was so great.
Don't
To
ever take a
clean
shower
the
in there
shower
again.
daily.
Bleach there.
All right, we got 2 quotes left. We're on quote 14.
Pete is in, or no, Matt is in the lead with 8.
Quote number 14. I probably need porn to live. Is that bad? I probably need porn to live. Is that bad?
I can think of 2, and I'm not sure which one said it.
Okay, you
gotta
gotta
pick
make
one.
a guess.
I know, but
Well,
it's
it's-
Matt's turn.
Isn't it?
Or,
Pete's
oh no,
turn?
it's Pete's turn. Pete has to lead this one off.
Do I?
Yeah.
That's weird. We're behind like 2. Anyway, that's fine. I'm gonna go with Casey on this, or I mean Rick on this one.
I'm not saying I wouldn't say it.
I'm
but-
going with Zach on this one.
Oh shit! Damn it! I keep forgetting about.
I keep
What?
forgetting about
Zach's
Zach
not in the
too.
room.
Right down.
We have wait. We have more of this.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
I keep forgetting. that there's Still Schwartz here.
Keep trying to hook him up with like 11%.
Here, man. Just go ahead
13.
and top that off when you're done with that one.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
probably need porn to live. Is that bad?
It's either him or Zach.
Yeah, I would have changed it to Zach, but
Zach.
but mine was Rick.
I'm going to go with Zach.
But you never know. What do you think?
Because it would not be the first or second or third time he's brought it up.
No, he
Porn.
tried to bring it up
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
patron cast at Madeline.
Zach.
Both of them did.
Yep.
That was their whole conversation on the fucking Patreon.
It got weird fast.
Yes, it did. That's never seen the light of day.
All right, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably need porn to live.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a point.
Damn it!
I
Did
love
everybody
the-
say Zach? Oh no.
Who
you
else said Zach?
I said Zach.
I love the way he asked it.
Probably
Man.
need porn to live. Is that bad?
Is that bad?
Like
I'm
he's-
excited for him to
Like
listen
he's
to this
kind
tomorrow.
of actually
and re-
worried about
and
it.
like-
Yeah.
Is that bad?
He doesn't. He legitimately sounds.
Probably
Man.
need porn to live. Is that bad?
Our number 1 patron donor right there.
Zach, we love you, man.
All right.
No, it's not bad, man. Just go for it.
Just do what you gotta do. Man.
Final quote.
If we are looking at this here, Yep. Never mind. Just go with the final quote.
Quote
let's
number
all scores, but-
15. Let's go through the.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
wins.
Let's
Oh.
go through. Okay, so here. Final quote, number 15. He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being made.
What?
He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being made.
What?
Carlos is
Good
starting.
question.
No, I
No,
think I'm
Matt-
starting.
Matt.
Or is Matt starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I did
starting.
last time. I know.
All right.
I think I only had one quote in this game, so I'll just say me.
I'll go with Matt because I literally have no idea.
Yeah, this is a really weird one, so I'm gonna go with Matt.
Sounds like
Yeah,
something
this
I'd
is a-
say out of just one of the
Yeah.
like random come back onto the things.
Like, oh, I was on my phone. All right, that sounds like a penis.
He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being made.
Carlos.
Rick.
He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being made.
What was the context
Yeah, I
of that?
don't even know.
He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being made.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but somebody had just said Jesus is my birth control.
He just comes right to his penis and stops all the babies from being
That makes
made.
sense.
All right.
I had a feeling it was something to do with that.
Or they could just use God's loophole.
Final scores. Casey had 8. Carlos had 8. Jen had 6. Pete had 7. And Matt had 10. Matt wins the 2016 quote game.
Fingers in it.
I think all the other years I've had no points, so it's okay.
Get your fingers in it.
Not bad.
Wait, I think Carlos has won 2 out of the 3.
No,
Can I
I've
fit
never
this in
won
my
one.
butthole?
Okay.
Can
With
I
the
have,
tortilla?
Get your fingers in it for my ringtone.
Get your fingers
Oh.
in.
Get your fingers
That'd
in
be
it.
hilarious
Get
sometime.
I plan to set that
Oh.
as my ringtone.
your fingers in it.
Well, also this one was a lot easier because we had like a
Yeah,
amount
no,
of
I
people.
like there, it wasn't thrown with.
I didn't
guests
have
in
to be
there.
like, oh shit, was Sketch here in this past month?
Or Doug
Yeah,
or-
Doug,
And
yeah.
I had a pretty good quote from just a couple
Phil?
weeks ago. Phil. But
What was the quote?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Like it was, I don't remember exactly which. It wasn't the greatest, but it was a pretty good one. But I was like, nah.
We didn't have
I was-
enough guests this year.
Yeah,
though.
we didn't have enough guests that if I was because I feel like for one that would like if it would have included a Phil quote, I would have had to say it's a guest.
2.5
because
hours almost.
It's
huh?
really obscure,
Yeah.
Don't say that.
but we only had like 2 or 3 guests, so it was
That
like,
show was so much fun though. Phil is an amazing guest. to
Phil's
have
a
on.
great guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was a lot of fun. It just I would have included him, but I didn't feel like.
So, what is the best quote of the night, guys?
Get your fingers in it.
It's actually
Can I fit it in my
favorite.
butthole?
My favorite
like
Can I
quote.
fit this in my butthole?
Yeah,
Tortilla.
with the
With the
tortilla.
tortilla.
Where did the tortilla come into play? I'm so confused.
So no, they were talking about smuggling meth, and I don't actually remember exactly how it happened, but people talked about going to Chipotle to smuggle meth, and then Pete was like,
Can I fit this in my butthole?
I'm
with the
still
tortilla?
confused about smuggling meth and Chipotle.
Well, he's
and-
gonna wrap it into a tortilla.
"No, that's
But
why."
how does smuggling meth and Chipotle come together?
That happened. That wasn't Pete's fault.
I was probably
that
hungry.
happened like through the whole.
It was organic.
That's what happens with BNS. Like it kind of filtered through and got to that point.
I
And
had
then
no choice.
Pete just brought it together with.
Can I fit this in my butthole? With the tortilla?
So, Rick, when
Jesus
you
Christ.
make it a ringtone, you need to make sure that you spice it up back and forth a couple times. So, like, can I fit it in my butthole? Put your fingers in it.
Can I fit this in my butthole?
No, that one will be my text message,
With the tortilla?
and then this one will
fingers
be
in
my
it.
email.
Put your fingers in it will be my.
Can I
text
fit this in my
message.
butthole? With the tortilla?
It's funny with Matt laughing in
Yeah.
between because he's like, "Oh shit, he's gonna say something else."
Get your fingers in it.
He had some good quotes this year. Like,
I don't-
also,
I don't
this
know
was a
why.
good
Well,
one.
it's like when you're in the shower, it's like, oh, no, I'm taking a shit.
So matter of fact. Like,
Taking a
Yeah,
shit?
take
Well, it's like when you're in the shower, it's like, oh, no, I'm taking a shit.
I'm just doing it.
We'll see. We'll be like, oh, I'm in the shower. Oh, god damn it, I'm taking a shit.
Well, it's like when you're in the shower, it's like, oh, no, I'm taking a shit.
There we go. No big deal. Just I'm already in the
It's like
shower.
you can't control it like a duck.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
happening.
I'm pretty sure I followed it up like I'm already in the shower. I can just clean up.
This is a good one. I like this one a lot too, though. No.
See what she
should
should have done was just fucking punch
the
hell
shark.
and then come right out of its asshole. 'Cause it's 2 feet long.
Well,
I was just so
What?
serious
Is that-
about that.
I
It's like,
love
yeah,
it.
this is what
Yeah,
we do.
you're a matter of fact. Like, you should just punch through the shark out its asshole. And Pete was like, well, like, I'm not sure about this.
Well, yeah, because I remember
From
this
the guy who
vividly
talks
now.
about
I
tilting
still
back with an
love my
asshole with a
concern
tortilla.
about Carlos's quote about the extra arms and legs.
Should have done was just
What?
fucking
Punch the
hell
shark.
and then come right out of its asshole.
Replay the
it's
arms
2
and
feet
legs
long.
one.
well,
I just want to hear
What? Is it-
Casey.
There's
Are,
so
we, are we
much
talking
concern.
about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I
what?
I keep? What?
Like the legitimate concern.
Are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones that I keep? What?
What?
Are we talking about would I lose one of my arms or legs attached to my body, or one of my like spare ones?
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of our show tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I know this was a long ass one. We're at 2 hours and 18 minutes and 30 seconds,
Jesus.
probably 2:20 by the time we hit the end of this. If you stuck it out the entire time, I really appreciate that. If not, I completely fucking understand. If you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindnewstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And guys, I really appreciate you guys supporting us for 4 goddamn years.
Wow.
That's fucking insane, man.
Yeah.
4 years. And here's to many more. And I'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Woo!